Hello, hello, hello. Hi guys. Let me know if you guys can see me okay. I never know if I'm actually on camera yet or not on camera yet, but let me know. Good morning, guys. Good morning. And I'm going to look at my phone because on my StreamYard it's showing nothing. Oh, yeah, I'm on camera. Okay. Hi, guys. We meet again. We meet again. Let me scroll up really quick. Okay, let me catch up. All right. What's up, guys? How's everyone doing today? Whew, we meet again. Hey, Vicky. Hi, Lady D from Tennessee. Are you a Tennessee Titans fan, Lady D? I'm letting this coffee kick in, guys. I got my coffee mug out, the Halloween one. Are you guys ready for Halloween? How many of you guys like Halloween? Comment right now. Let me know if you guys love Halloween. Let me know on the replay if you love Halloween. In my house, we love Halloween. It is definitely one of our favorite holidays. We already are starting to decorated the inside, and we're going to start decorating the outside. Oh, Lord. Now, I know this light is really distracting you guys, my window light. That's why I had to turn the camera so everything looks off setting to me. Like, I feel like the picture right here is not centered right. It's just the angle of the camera. I'm going to go off camera in a bit. Just wanted to be on here to say hello to you guys. But this light is so beaming. It is 82 degrees right now in, I was going to say in sunny California. I'm in Arizona. Let me know where you guys are from and how's the weather. It rained last night too. Hey, Grace, how are you doing from Southern California? What's the weather, Grace, over there? Yes, we can see you. Undercover Mermaid, hello. Hey, Mar, how are you? Mar R. She says, hello, CCC. And then I know we had allegedly in here. Allegedly, just so you guys know, in reference when I'm speaking, that is Scott. He is allegedly, AKA Scott. So I will talk to him and say Scott a lot. Scott a lot. I'll say Scott. So if I'm ever saying, hey, Scott, or blah, 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 it's allegedly I'm talking to. Okay. So just so you guys know in chat, in case you're like, who's Scott? There is no Scott in chat. That's who that is. And I'm hoping John comes into the chat today. If you do, John, and I don't see you, hello. John is one of the OG mods. He has been with me in the channel since the Chris Watts days, and he pops in every so often. So hopefully he'll be here. And if not, if he watches a replay, John, I miss you. And hi. So give it up for my moderators. They are awesome. I think they are awesome. What are you guys sipping on? You guys sipping on anything? You guys got your coffee, tea, alcohol, something? And I know I seen Melissa Jade in here earlier, and I want to say hi to her. Thank you for being here, Melissa. And then we got Carly in the house. And hey, Karma, how are you doing today? Oh, in Maine, it's 60 and it's raining. Ooh, I can't wait till it rains. It's raining here in Arizona, but anyone that's from Arizona, you know what I'm going to say right now. It's raining still here, but it's still hot. It's like humid. So it's not yet cold, but we're having rain, which I'm ready for the cold. Kimber says she's drinking on coffee. Do you drink your coffee black or you put creamer and sugar or just creamer? Oh my God, Carly's hung over. Oh, are you really worried? Don't tell me you're hung over on Trulies or what's that other one? Not Trulies. What's the other drink that people drink? That white can? Oh, what's it called? Oh my gosh, what's it called? You guys will know. Ooh, you drink it all black? Ooh, Kimbers. Doesn't it make your heart race? Alabama, hot as fuck right now. Ooh, it's hot in Alabama. What's the one? But does it ever really get cold out there in Alabama, undercover? White Claws. There you go. I knew somebody would know. White Claws. Let's see what Carly's hung over on. What was she drinking last night? Let's see. Hey, Jen. Jen's another OG here. Good to see you, Jen. She says, finally in Colorado, it's 50 degrees. Ooh, Colorado. Every time I think of Colorado, what case do I think of? What case? When you think of Colorado, what case do you guys think of? I know I always think of the Watts case. Monster. Ooh, you're drinking a Monster right now. Everyone's saying White Claws. Look at you guys all know. I don't drink White Claws. I don't drink any of those drinks. For me, I don't know. It makes me bloated, really, really bloated. I don't know what it is, but I don't drink those. I'm more whiskey. You guys know I'm a whiskey girl. Love my whiskey. Yeah, the Watts case, Colorado, the Watts case. You know, I was watching Shanann Watts videos the other day. I don't know. Sometimes when I'm just going through things or I have a lot in my own mind, I tend to go to watch two things. Either a Shanann Watts video, like her live streams, or cooking channels. I feel like those two things just make my mind just go quiet. Like my brain is just, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I also like watching Shanann live streams when I'm cleaning. It gets me motivated. Hi, Kesha. What's up? Hi, Delana. I didn't say hi to Delana. And Delana, are you Duty Ron's mod too? I think you are. Congratulations on that. Hi, Mama Bear. Oh, Gannon. I hear that just recently she has to, Leticia, I call her the monster. Can we just call her the monster? She has to be now in court, like physically. And I'm happy for it. I feel like that case, I can't believe we're still at where we are with that case, with Gannon's case. I can't believe it. Lady D says she's drinking on some coffee. Jen says, yeah, Gannon. Yeah, Gannon's the one case. That's the case that really hit me emotionally. Like when he was found, oh, I'm going to get emotional. I bawled my eyes out like my own kid was found. I could not take that blue light bulb. Remember, everyone put their blue light bulb outside of their house. I could not take that blue light bulb off for the longest time. And I remember one year it was Halloween. My boyfriend took it off to put a purple light. And I remember I was so like, oh, how dare you? Like it was, I don't know. That was definitely a case that affected me for sure. John Benet Ramsey. Ooh, that's another one. That one, what do you guys think about that one? Who do you think do you who do you think is responsible for what happened to John Benet? That is a case that will always puzzle me, I swear. Always. Mama Bear says, same girl, she cried too. I know. I know. And I just can't believe we're still like here. Like we're still here trying to like it's not even I feel like it hasn't even moved forward yet. How long has it been for that case? God, that's been a long time. I just hope we get, it gets, if the family gets some answers. And I just think it's all horrible. They're just still with that limbo with her playing all these stupid ass games. Oh, she's mental in a wheelchair. I mean, I'm just over her. Oh, Seeds of Hope says Susan Morphew. I was just talking to, I think it was Scott. Did I talk to you about that case? Oh, Instagramma. Instagramma. Are you really literally like an Instagramma? You know that's a real thing, right? Well, I know in Arizona when we moved out here, I joined like Arizona like groups and stuff like that. Because I'm born and raised in Southern California. I didn't know anybody here. And there was like these Instagrammas, and what they are is that you can hire a grandma for a day, a couple of hours, a week, or whatever, and they come over, and it is what it sounds like. They're your grandma for the day, and they're your kid's grandma for the day, or for however long you want to have them there. It was pretty crazy. I never heard of something like that. Oh, you mean yes, you are for 5. Well, congratulations with 5 grandbabies. Oh, let me see. John Benet Ramsey, father, and oh, now you're going dark with it. She's thinking that it might be a ritual or something. Okay, neighbor at the Christmas party. She says, oh no. She's not an Instagramma, but she is a grandma. She has 5. Well, congratulations. All right, you guys. So here we are. We meet again. And I just wanted to just chit chat a little bit with you guys because I haven't went live in quite some time. It's been about 2 weeks. I had to go back to check exactly when I was last live. And it's been 2 weeks since I've been live, but I still have been giving you guys some content, at least for this case. And again, we're here talking about the Kiely Rodni case. And I don't know about you guys. Let me know what you guys think. And in the chat, let me know what you think on the replay. Let me know what you think. Are you guys at a point where you're just like, okay, I just want the results now? Like, just give us the freaking results already. I'm like waiting for these results to come in, and I'm patiently waiting. And all we're doing now, guys, in reality, like, let's be real, all we're doing is we're just looking at everything, revisiting everything, and we're just, trying to figure it out because, a lot of us are invested in the case, some more than others. And, we're just left with speculation now and theories. And I just want the results. And I honestly feel like we're not going to get the results until November. And when I read this article yesterday, it was published yesterday. Let me take that off the screen. It really made me just think like, yeah, we're not gonna probably get the results till November. And I feel like there's this weird thing going on right now where, articles are saying that law enforcement is making a statement, and then we're hearing from law enforcement, we didn't make that statement. And it's like, what's really going on here? And I know News Nation put out that, they were going to do, what was it? I think I have a photo of it. Hold on. They were going to do a news press this week. I believe that's what News Nation said. Let me see. Do I have that here? Hold on, guys. No, not that one. I know I have it. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's right here. I want to make sure I get what they said. And News Nation, I think it's a pretty reliable news source. I don't know. What do you guys think about them? I mean, Fox, I'm like, oh gosh, they're always, don't get me started with them. I feel like they're always editing shit out and switching shit around sometimes. I don't know. I have issues with Fox. But I feel like for News Nation, it's pretty legit. I mean, I think they are. So this is what they had said. Let me show you guys real quick. Hey, Fairy Dust. And yes, if you guys can hit the like button, I really would appreciate that. It's loading, I believe. Hi, Trasha. How are you doing? Haven't seen you in chat in a while. Hi, Anna D. And Kimbers, who had a loss here? I see you said sorry for your loss. Hold on. I don't see where it's coming from, but I'm seeing people are saying sorry for your loss. Kimberly, did you lose someone recently? I'm sorry. I'm just seeing what chat is saying. Hey, Sandra. Oh, I'm seeing what you said. I have been MIA. My brother-in-law unlived himself, and we're all just devastated. And he was the happiest man. Oh, Kimberly, I'm so sorry. Well, take as much time as you need, and just know that we are always here for you. I'm always here for you. Even I know sometimes it's easy just to talk to strangers. Sometimes, it's easier. I know your family must be going through a hard time, because especially how you just said he was the happiest, and then, especially unliving. Hey, Sky, we got Sky in the house. Oh, I'm so happy now we have Sky. I'm sorry, Kimberly, for that. Oh, okay. Well, let me keep going. Kimberly. I'm glad you said that. Okay, so what you guys are looking at the screen. So this was put out by News Nation, and it says that we are not providing, this is coming from, from law enforcement, and it says that from Nevada County, and it says, "We are not providing comments on adventures with purpose remarks. Our investigation is ongoing. We hope to release the final autopsy and toxicology reports soon once they are finalized." And then there is also another where it said that they were going to do an update this week for us. So everyone was thinking we were going to get this news press, we're going to get this update, we're going to get the results this week. And then it turns out they say they never said that. They were never going to give an update this week, which everybody's like, okay, what's going on here? Like, why would News Nation put that out? I don't know. I think law enforcement did say, and I think they're just backtracking now. That's what I personally think. But I really do not think that we are going to get the results anytime soon. I just feel that based off of this article, I feel like we are not going to get them until November. I feel like the family is probably going to get the information once it's all finalized and before November. So as soon as all the reports are done, I think they're going to get the information. And I 100% do not think that the family's going to put it out in the public. I mean, I don't know. It can go two ways too with that. If in fact this is an accident, I can see the family putting it out there kind of just to like squash some of what's going on with, speculation and stuff like that. I can see them doing that. Or I can just see where they just want to keep it to themselves and just kind of like, try to go through that healing process of it all. But when I read this article, I just thought, I don't think we're going to get it. I don't. Well, that is true. Sky is right. She says that the tox results, they generally take up to 4 months. They usually back within 2. That is true. And I know, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe when they did the interview, the press conference, when, they confirmed it was Kiely's body, I believe they were saying right there where they're at in California, it was 4 to 6 weeks, I believe they gave us in the time frame. I think that's why a lot of us were like, whoa, taken back a little bit when they went to all the way November and all that stuff. But I think that's what they gave us. We're Amuse. We are talking about the Kiely Rodni case. And I know you're not new to this case. Or are you new to the channel or the case? Let's just go share. Yeah, go ahead, allegedly. You're a mod. Share away. I trust you. They didn't they just said 4 to 6 weeks for the results. So I took it as everything. Well, welcome a Muse to the channel. And then if chat just wants to give them a little recap of what, about Kiely's case, I would really appreciate that. And while you are doing that, I am going to get started with this and read this article, because there is like the meat and potatoes of this live stream that I want to go through. And that's going to be there's an interview I watched from a woman that's from, Truckee. And she's also the woman who found, the bodysuit. And we'll get into all of that. But she goes into a lot of information where she talks about how people don't want to come forward, and how law enforcement isn't following up with people who find things or who have, a tip or anything like that. Like, they're doing no follow-up with it. And it really makes me wonder what's really going on in this town. And it's a really, really good interview. And I did clip some of it, so we're going to listen to that in a little bit. But at first, let me read this article to you real quick. So it says, the Nevada County Sheriff's Office is not providing any further information. I feel like they haven't given us anything since she's been found. That's my opinion. And it says, including to dispel possible rumors. Now, while the investigation into the death, oh no, what's going on? Reload. What happened? Sorry about that. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Oh, welcome to the membership, Kimberly. Thank you. Welcome to the family. I just seen it pop up. Thank you for becoming one of our members. I appreciate you choosing my channel. Thank you very much. Okay, is it back on the screen? Yeah, okay. Let me get that out of the way. All right. Uh, all right, there. I think we're good. All right, we're good. All right, let me start again. The Nevada County Sheriff's Office is not providing any further information, and that is including these rumors. So they're not even going to dispel these rumors. It says possible rumors. While the investigation into the death of Truckee teen Kiely Rodni is still open. Now, we know that Kiely, she was 16 years old. She was found deceased in her car in Prosser Creek Reservoir on August 21st. We know she went missing on August 6th from a large party at a campsite next to the reservoir. Now, again, this party allegedly there was like 200 to 300, teens and young adults there. I personally do not believe there was 200 kids there. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in chat. Do you think there were that many kids at this party? I mean, from what we have seen, I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I don't believe that. I think there was probably like 30 kids there, if that, 40 kids, 50 the most at this party. Now, it says that Nevada County Sheriff Shannon Moon has turned down request for an interview now a month since Kiely's body was found. Now, with this still being an open case, it says we do not want to jeopardize the integrity of the case. And this is coming from Public Information Officer Andrew Trigg. Now, again, he says that the sheriff's office has been in close contact with, this is why it makes me think that the family's going to know and we're going to wait until November to get these results. Now, it says the sheriff's office has been in close contact with Kiely's family and would share the final autopsy and tox reports when they become available. So it should be that way, I think, though. I think the family should be the first ones to know how their loved one passed. So I have no problem with them being the first ones to know. But I think we, the public, are going to end up waiting till November, or if the family decides to give us that. But I don't think law enforcement is going to come out and tell us. Now, it says that in response to a public records request, Moon said information on the case will be reviewed and redacted and expected to be available on November 1st. So because of these two statements, I honestly don't think you guys were going to get it until November. I would be shocked if we get the results anytime soon. So I hope I'm not bursting anyone's bubble, and I hope I'm completely wrong, and I hope we get them tomorrow. But because I know a lot of us, we keep updating, we keep checking. I know you guys are checking. Don't lie to me. I know you guys are checking. Every you checking Nevada on Facebook. You're probably checking on Twitter. I'm just checking on Google. I'm like updates, and all I keep getting from Placer on Facebook is those goddamn mosquito freaking alerts they keep sending us. I don't know. I guess they're having like a bunch of mosquitoes over there or something. I don't know. I'm over those damn mosquitoes in Placer. I'm like, damn, how many fucking mosquitoes you guys have out there? But I don't think we're gonna get the results anytime soon. Sorry, guys. Now, again, it says during the search for Kiely before her body was found, the Nevada County and Placer County Sheriff's Office were quick to shut down rumors. They sure were. I mean, when they were doing, their press conferences, they were also giving us information. I kind of felt like, okay, what is the point of this? When they told us about, how they found the burial of a burial site, and then it turned out to be for an animal. And I don't know about you guys, but I was left there listening to that, like, okay, what is the point of telling us this information? Like, there was nothing to that. Like, why? Now, now, in one case that went viral on social media, a recording of a fake 911 scanner report. Now, did you guys hear about this? It said Kiely's car and a person matching the teen was at Arrow Creek, a gated housing. Hold on. a gated housing development in South Reno. Do you guys remember when that came in over the dispatch? Do you guys remember that? And everybody thought it was Kiely that was found. They thought it was her vehicle. They thought she was out there with Jagger. Do you guys remember all of that? Oh my gosh, what is going on with this? I think it's going to kick me out. Hold on. Hopefully not. Now, the rumors and speculation as to what happened to Kiely has become footed on for social media with some state. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk right now. Hold on, guys. I think it's going to kick me out. It's going to kick me out. Are you guys still seeing me? Hold on, it's lagging on my end. Hold on. Okay, it's still there. Vicky says she's never heard of that. Yeah, Vicky, remember in the very beginning when she was still missing, it came over, somebody was listening to the scanner, and that's the police scanner, and it had said that a vehicle, but it gave the vehicle's license plate number, but it was not Kiely's license plate number. But a lot of people, I don't think they heard the part where the license plate number came across. So it did seem like it was a possible sighting of Kiely. It did. Without that license plate number included in it, it did. I will say that. But then people thought it was her vehicle, and then people thought it was her, and then they also thought it was Jagger, based off of what the recording had said. But it was not obviously her. Yeah, Sunny. Sunny, remember, she says that, yes, and they seem to purposely say Kiely's name wrong. Yeah. That was all kind of strange, though. That whole thing was weird. I think it's working fine now. Okay. And hello, Johnny. I see Johnny. Hey, Johnny, how are you doing? See, you guys here know what I'm talking about. Yeah. All right. Now it says her body was found in the back of her car, 55 feet from the shore, in about 14 feet of water in the area that was searched by the dive teams and swimmers multiple times by law enforcement agencies, which is just, that is crazy. I mean, there's a lot of, speculation over that now, because a lot of people believe, which I don't blame them. I mean, and I understand that Adventures with Purpose have certain equipment and, all that stuff. And you guys can chat about this in the chat. Let me know what you guys think. But they searched so much in that area, and then they were confident enough also. They were confident with their search. And then here comes Adventures with Purpose and finds her like this. I don't know. Now, again, this speculation only intensified after Adventures with Purpose, the private dive team that found Kiely, released a 40-minute, video that we all seen on YouTube. Now, we know Adventures with Purpose, they called her death suspicious. We've all watched that. Now, of course, the episode included an interview with it says tow truck, but I'm going to say roadside assistant, who said he helped someone matching Kiely's description after she was reported missing. Law enforcement would not say whether the roadside assistant driver's claims were investigated. And here's the thing I just want to talk to you guys really quick about. This is why I have a problem also, is because, law enforcement, I don't know if you guys seen things being shared yesterday. I know a channel shared some screenshots where they asked, because with Jagger, how that article came out from the Sun, I did a little video on it where it says that, pretty much that he's been vetted through, right? Jagger's been vetted through, and his whereabouts for the night of the party have been vetted, right? So they're quick to clear up certain things, right? Why won't they shut the damn rumor up of this whole roadside assistant? We have this guy saying he goes and he does a service call for a battery, right? And he sees, a guy and a girl, they're acting really strange. I'm not going to get all into it. You guys already know the story. And then later on, he says it's Kiely, right? And now the guy that's with the girl, he, Adventures with Purpose never says that it's Jagger. They describe, well, they describe, hold on, sorry. They describe, my daughter just got to school. They describe someone who, honestly, let's cut the bullshit. We all thought it was Jagger, but based off what they said, right? We 90% of people thought it was Jagger, just off the description. Then you have SF Investigates come out with his interview he did with the Glare, and he says that allegedly that Adventures with Purpose tells him that this roadside guy was shown a photo of Jagger, and he said it was Jagger. That's when the rumors really went nuts, because then you have this dude, SF Investigates, saying, yeah, Adventures with Purpose told, us that, a photo was shown to this roadside assistant guy, and yeah, he confirmed it was Jagger. And then he has the nerve to say, why are people, I wish people would stop, pretty much going after Jagger. Well, motherfucker, you're the one who put that out there. Like, take responsibility for what you have said. He's the one who put that out there. No one knew it was Jagger or not. We all speculated on it, but I feel like after SF Investigator came out and made that statement, I think that's when it really blew up. Because even I thought, like, shit, it probably was Jagger there. Midwest says she never thought it was Jagger. Description doesn't fit Jagger. I think it fits him. The only thing I thought, it fit him to the T. Tall. Jagger is really tall, because that guy said, the roadside assistant said he himself was, I think he said 6 foot, a little bit over 6 foot, I think. And he said the guy was just a little bit shorter than him. So that means the guy was not short. He said he was thin and built. He had long hair that stuck out on the side from his hat. He had the black SF, hat. And he did say, the only thing that did throw me off a little bit, but people are saying that Jagger does have some moles, and some other people are trying to point out he does have some acne, because the roadside assistant said the guy had acne on both cheeks, either freckles or acne on both cheeks. That was the only thing I thought, I don't know if that is him, but everything else fit Jagger to the T in my book. But then again, when you look at photos of the kids in the town, it fits a lot of those kids. It does. A lot of them have that long hair. Scarlett, hi Scarlett. She says AWP calls out SF in a recent interview on the Interview Room, called him a fraud. A lot of people are calling him a fraud. Let me know what you guys think about him in my chat. When he first came out with the drone footage, I was like, wow, this helped a lot of us visually, right? That don't live there, don't know the area. It helped us out visually. And, he was talking to grandpa and dad, but I don't know. I don't know what happened after that. I feel like after she was found, he said he was going to step away from the case. You guys remember, I don't know if you guys follow him on Twitter. He said he was going to step away from the case. He wasn't going to do it anymore. He was going to cover this other case and bring awareness for another case. He was, Kiely had been found, and that was it. Well, here we are. He's right back in it. And I feel all he's doing is just spewing out, like trying to discredit Adventures with Purpose, I feel like. And hey, if you don't like Adventures with Purpose, that's your opinion. But I have so much respect for them, because they are the ones who found Kiely. And if it wasn't for them, I, without a doubt, don't believe she would be found. I feel like we would still be here. Or maybe she would be by now, because I feel like the water, is so low now that people that are on their canoes and stuff like that, I think somebody would have noticed something. I'm thinking, but I don't think it would have been law enforcement that would have found her, because I don't think they would have went back and searched again, because they even said they were confident with their search they had done, and they did it multiple times. So you got to think about resources and all of that, and the manpower to do it. I don't think they had, the finances and to go back again and again to search that same area. I don't think they would have. Hey, Donna. Bro tank. Hold on. Let me see what, but he said stuck out a little bit was the bro tank. He doesn't have short hair nor the body to wear those. Skinny boys don't wear them. He's a skater dude, not a jock. Well, I'm going to disagree with you on that, because I know a lot of skinny guys. My boyfriend's nephew is 100 and maybe 110 pounds. He's skinny, and he wears the white tanks all the time, and he has that like skater look also. And trust me, I think a lot of us did try to go find a photo of Jagger in a white tank. Did any of you guys do that? I know I did. I try to go see if I can get him wearing a white tank. So let me know in the chat. Do you guys think that is Jagger? I should have did a poll on that. Do you guys think that's Jagger? And if it's not Jagger, why do you think SF Investigates said that? Why? Do you think he's starting drama? What's his MO with that? Mar, I agree. Everyone needs to do their own research. Yep, research. I agree with you on that. And I tell you guys that too. Even like when you guys are here with me, do your own research. Like go out and, because a lot of times I see this also in the groups too. People will say things as facts, and I'm always quick to be like, oh, where's your source with it? And this is what I do with my mods too. Where's your source? I always have to see where this comes from. And a lot of times, I'm not kidding you, they'll say, oh, I heard it on a YouTube channel. I heard it on a YouTube channel. And, and I'm just like, okay. I mean, you can't believe everything you hear on a YouTube channel. Mar, I like your comment. I'm going to agree. Hey, Valerie. That Zanime, I didn't really get too caught up with all of that. Kimberly, I agree with you on that. I 100% agree with you. And I don't know why people are so, I'm seeing like some people really bashing AWP, and I just hope this does not divert them from doing cases that are active, because we all know they are known for doing code cases. That's what they're known for, right? And they did Kiely's case that is current. They also did Julissa Fuentes case out in California, and that's current also. And I believe they searched for an older lady also, I think in California. I hope I'm not getting my information wrong, but I believe it was an older lady in California they also did. That was current, I think. But I just hope this stuff with Kiely's case really doesn't make them not want to do active cases. I really, because their talent and the resources that they have, I think law enforcement can really, get a lot of help from them. And I hope this just doesn't mess it up. Well, I mean, he says he has never spoken to Kiely's mom though, right? And here's another thing with that. is, the whole dynamics. I just want to say this. I think the dynamics between the family, Kiely's family, you have Kiely's mom. She's, obviously not with Kiely's dad. She is married. She has a new husband. And I think, I wonder where the communication, I think the communication in everything is just broken. Obviously, sometimes when people divorce, separate, it's never, most of the time you don't remain good friends. Like, let's be real. You just don't, right? So the communication I think is broken there. And I really question the dynamics in it all. And I honestly just feel like if SF Investigates was just, I think, and I'm just going to say, I think he was stirring some trouble there. That's my opinion. I think he was. And what's going on with this page? Now, again, let's see. Make sure you guys let me know in the comments, especially my replay gang. Do you guys think that was Jagger? With everything we know now, everything we have heard now, do you think that was Jagger? That next day. And I know people are going to bring up, also think about what law enforcement has put out now. So do you think that was Jagger that this roadside assistant seen? I know Valerie don't believe it. I know Valerie doesn't. And then this also just kind of makes everyone think too, where is this going, is because of this. Adventures with Purpose has said on multiple other interviews on YouTube that they have more from that interview with the roadside assistant driver that they will air depending on what is released by police. And that just gets my conspiracy mind rolling. It just does. It's like, okay, so if law enforcement goes with saying it's foul play, are you then going to release this information, this more information? I think we will get, or if someone is named a person of interest or something, I think maybe then this information will be put out. I don't know, but that has my conspiracy mind just rolling right there. Now, again, that California Highway Patrol is investigating the case as a car crash. It says, and the Nevada County Sheriff's Office is investigating if foul play was a factor in her death. And then, of course, we're waiting for the autopsy and the tox results. Oh, Sam. And then we have Sam. Good old Sammy. We have good old Sammy there. Let me know. Do you guys think Sam I am? Do you think Sam knows more? I should have did a poll for this one. I'm really interested to see what you guys think. I'm looking at chat now. Do you guys think Sam knows more? You guys know where I'm at with Sam. Sam is, my opinion, my number one person of interest. I mean, for one, we know law enforcement even does this when someone is missing, someone's been, their life has been taken. They look at the closest person to them, right? Especially the last person with them. They go to a spouse, all that stuff. And she puts herself there. She does. She puts herself, I'm the last one who spoke to her. I'm the last one who had contact with her. I'm the last one who's seen her. So to me, that would put her front line of person of interest. She's the last one. Karma, do you guys believe that was really true though? Was that really true? I was looking at the screenshots that were shared for that, where it had Sam saying that. I think it was for like she was messaging somebody, but I couldn't find the original for it. And what I mean by the screenshot I was seeing was the communication. Sam was saying, that her parents are attorneys, I think it said, or some shit like that, or lawyers or something like that. And no, I never heard both her parents were attorneys. So I was like, okay, questioning that already. And then it had what she had said, and then it had attached to it. So the way the person clipped it together, then they had her old account though. I don't know. It just seemed Photoshop in my opinion, and anyone can Photoshop a message. So I don't know. Was that real? Was that fake? I don't know. Oh shit. I wanted to see just the original of it all. Jen says Sammy knows more than we know. That is in my opinion. I agree with you, Jen, 100%. I think Sam knows more too. Kate's parents, Jaggers. Let me see. Sam Super. Let me go back to see what Mar's talking about. Sky, what do you think, Sky, on this with Sam? Scarlett says they call her Scammy in a lot of chats. I always say sus Sam. I mean, and in the beginning when we first covered this case, how many of you, when you would talk about this case, did you say, well, Sammy said, Sam said, Sam said, Sam said, Sammy said, Sam said, Sam said this, Sam said that, Sam said this, because she wouldn't shut the fuck up. She was pushing that narrative from the very beginning. I think she was. Sky says she's definitely sus. Elsa, what do you guys think about Elsa? I'm surprised Elsa hasn't shut her shit down, like her social media. Her social media is still public. I'm surprised she hasn't shut that down. Mar, very good. Very good point. I'm glad you brought that up because it's going to get into a little bit with when I play the audio right now for you guys. Mar says, what about the tip that a topless girl being pushed back into a car fitting description? Yes. And that came out in the very beginning, where it came from a neighborhood app, the neighborhood app, right? Someone had posted it on their neighborhood app and saying that their camera, their house camera picked up someone running topless from like a vehicle or something like that. And then shortly after that, what was found was everyone thought it was a tank top. Remember, a tank top was found. Let me see if I have a photo for you guys so I can just show you that. Tank top was found, and then it got pushed out that, then people on Facebook were talking about it, and people were saying they were sharing the original, saying, from the app, saying what the person who made the post said, and then that person that made the post was in the comments saying, oh no, it ended up being an older lady. And that's all we really got from it, that it was an older lady. But to me, I'm like, okay, is this lady okay? Even if it wasn't Kiely, like, is this lady okay? Why is she running from a car freaking topless? Like, you know what I mean? And I know law enforcement, when they did their presser, they did make a statement about it, but they just said it wasn't related to Kiely's case. And in my head, again, I'm just thinking, okay, is the lady okay? Like, what the fuck? Is that normal out there that some lady's just running topless? But it was in Sacramento though, so you got to keep that in mind. It wouldn't fit for it to be Kiely based off of the time she was seen and everything and the distance. Because I believe, does anyone know what time frame that lady was seen? It wouldn't fit from her being in Prosser and then in Truckee and then being in Sacramento. Like, there's no way she would have been able to drive out there in that time frame. Hey boo, what's up? Yeah, and they said that it was an older lady, but that's all we got from it. We never got any other information from it. Like, is the lady okay? I mean, I know, but I think the distance though from the ring, I'm gonna have to look into this now because I'm gonna have to follow up with it with you. But I know the distance, it wouldn't have it would have been too. She wouldn't have been able to make it there in the time from when she was supposed to be in Truckee to Sacramento, when you did the distance in the map. Let me see if I have that photo. I might have it in my files here. Let's see. I have files on my phone. I have files on my computer. What's this? Wasn't it at 1 a.m. though that this happened with the person being caught on camera? No, that's not it. Let me stop sharing that. Hold on. And thank you guys again for being here. I do have notes everywhere. It was 1 a.m. Okay. Joanna says it was 1 a.m. in Sacramento. Yeah, so she wouldn't have been able to make it there. But I know the person who posted about it did say they didn't know if the time frame on the Ring Door app, the time that it showed, they didn't know if it was accurate or not. But I don't know if that person was just saying that to make it like, maybe it was her or not. All right. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Give me 1 second. Let's do Chrome tab. All right. All right. You guys might recognize this is a Sleuthy. Now, I listened to a interview that was done. I think it was like 2 days ago. I'm not sure if you guys, I'm sure you guys have listened to this. This is going to be on Pin My Message, please. Which one? This? This one allegedly? I'm not sure. Hey, Loyal. To a Fault. It says, hi, just coming in, trying to catch up. Well, we were just talking the beginning part of, are we going to get the results from, the autopsy, or are we going to have to wait until, November? And I think based off the article that we just read that the parents are probably going to get the results soon, and we're going to have to wait until November to get the results, even if we get them, because I know they said November, but then it also did state that it could take even longer than that. If need be, they will give us a different time frame. So but we just went over that. Now we're going to get into like the meat and the potatoes of this live that I personally really wanted to talk to you guys about. So this is an interview. I'm going to take that off the screen though. But thank you allegedly for saying that. And again, this was done a couple of days ago, and I'm not sure if you guys are on Twitter, if you guys know Nerdy Attic. I know him from other cases. He does a lot of research and stuff and spreading awareness with a lot of missing cases. And so he also has a YouTube channel, and he did a live stream just the other day, and I watched it, and he had, I don't know if you guys can see it clear enough yet on the screen. He had Sleuthy on there, and then some other girl named, I believe it was Eva, and then a woman named Jessica. Now, Jessica is from Truckee. Jessica is also the person who found the bodysuit that was just thrown in the middle of the road. And it's Jessica's interview that she does here that was really interesting to me, and it really made me question if this bodysuit was ever really taken in by law enforcement. It's also made me question if it was taken in, was it kind of keyed in as maybe there's like some mix up going on, if it was just something went wrong when they tagged it up. Did they think it was in Kiely's? And it really makes me question if there is, law enforcement fucking up with getting information, collecting evidence, possible evidence, not following up with tips, not following up with collecting possible evidence. And it makes me wonder if, because of that, if covering their own ass is starting to happen here with this case. I listened to this interview and I really started thinking, like, fuck, is there a cover up going on here? What's going on in this town? It just made me, because I don't know, I'm not from this town, but it really made me just question a lot of things. So I do want to listen to this with you guys and just have an open mind going into this interview. Okay. Just have an open mind. That's all I ask. Have an open mind when you listen to this. But I really do question, and you guys are probably going to be like, what? I do question if Kiely was found wearing this bodysuit. I kind of now think she probably wasn't wearing it. And when I'm done playing all this, you guys are going to probably understand why I'm saying that. Wait, there was a tank and no. Okay. So we're going to listen to this, and as we go, I will stop it and explain more to you, and I'll explain more of that sky. Now, it was said originally when that piece of item was found in the middle of the road, it was stated that it was a tank top. Everybody thought it was a tank top. I thought it was a tank top, to be honest with you. I saw the photo and I thought that looks like a tank top. Then listening to this interview and then going back, I don't know why I never did this myself, going back and getting my own bodysuits that have the clip down there. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about, that clip in that area, and putting it, like kind of putting it in on the floor. This is not a tank top that was found. Not a tank top. I'm 100% that what was found was a bodysuit. There's no question in my mind. I'm 100% sure. And you guys know I never say 100% with anything with this case. I'm 100% positive that was a bodysuit. But let's take a listen to this and you're going to see why. Now, in the very beginning, Nerdy is going to go into, I call him Nerdy, I don't know his real name. He's going to go into explaining how he met Jessica, the person who's from Truckee, okay? And she's the person who found the bodysuit and knows a lot about what's being said in their town. Okay, so this is right here where, and I included these clips right here. So this right here is where the Nevada County Sheriff's Office told News Nation they hope to provide an update on the case next week. They also hope someone who saw something at that graduation party can help lead to answers. Now, again, fast forward, Nevada County Sheriff is saying they never said this to News Nation. I'm just wondering, why would News Nation put that out? I think they're pretty, they're pretty reliable with their information they give us as a news source. I personally think so. They're not like some other stations and stuff like that. But one thing that did stick out to me was they also hope someone who saw something at that graduation party can help lead to answers. it just made me feel like if this is stirring into that accident, like she, it's being pushed out. It seems like she was drunk, so intoxicated. This was an accident. She passed out and just went into the water, which I don't believe that 1 second. I don't believe someone could be that intoxicated, but yet there would be no signs of her going into the brush. She made it all the way, made a right, then she would have to make a left, based off of what the footage we've seen from people who have done the drive, and then she just drove there. But you're that intoxicated? No, I don't believe that. I just 100% don't. Okay, so here's the photo. Now, you guys, do you think this is a tank top? Let me know in chat. I 100% this is a bodysuit. This area right here is where it clips. And this would be the front side and this would be the back side. Now, anybody who has bodysuits, they come in different forms. Okay. You have some that are, they fill out the bottom, your booty. So it's like it fills the booty up. Then there's some that come in like a thong version. This looks more like a thong version in my opinion. I have a lot of different styles here. And when I watched this interview and then I listened to what these females said, and they're gonna put photos also up of a tank top, what a tank top looks like, and what a bodysuit looks like on the floor. I went back to go grab mine. I put it on the floor and I thought, holy shit, how can I have missed this? This is the clipping of, in my opinion, of a bodysuit here. Thong bodysuit. Yes, thong bodysuit. This is a thong bodysuit in my opinion. Looking at what I own, throwing it on the floor, this is, and I originally thought this was a tank top, you guys. I thought it was a tank top. And that's why I thought, no way, this couldn't be Kiely's. She was wearing a bodysuit. Wow. I think this is a bodysuit now. Hold on. The tip, she was found topless, and then the bodysuit found all coincidence. I know, Mar. I know. I'm where you're at mentally, Mar. I am. Hi, Sky. Sky. Hi, ATS. Okay, so let me hit play because I see you guys asking questions and it answers your questions. Okay, so I added this right here. Now this is Jessica. She's going to be the voice you're going to be hearing in just a little bit. I actually, before Nerdy went live with this, it's interesting because I was going back and looking up things, and this tank top always was something that just stuck out to me. The whole girl running topless, this bodysuit being found. I was like, did we ever get real clarification from the bodysuit, this tank top? And I went to Facebook and I started searching things and I found this. So this is Jessica again. She's the one who found it. So she says, I was driving. She says, City of Truckee, County of Placer, Prosser Dam Road, Dirt Road. I was approximately 200 yards before Prosser Dam Road meets Boca Road, she says, headed northwest. It is a dirt road, she says. No homes are around there, okay? The item was just in the middle of the road. Okay, so the area she's talking about, and after we listen to this, someone remind me, we'll look at the map. And I believe from the distance between where the campsite was, so where the party was, and from where this was found, I believe it was less, I think it was around like 15 minutes if I'm correct, but we'll look at it at the very end. Someone just remind me. But it was just thrown in the middle of this dirt road. Someone asked, thank you, Jessica. We really appreciate it. I just saw that search helicopters were deployed in the area. Good luck. On the bottom, it says that, she says, I found a black tank top. Now, she also, at first, she thought, of course, she didn't touch it or move it or anything like that, but just visually, she thought it was also a black tank top, okay? But now her mind has changed once she also too has looked at bodysuits, and now she also thinks it's a bodysuit. But she says, I found a black tank top. And then she says, on a rural part of Prosser Dam Road while working today, there was a National Forest officer and 2 FBI agents close by, and I told them. She says, I believe they bagged it. I took a screenshot of where and a photo of the item. Okay. So Jessica's smart. Okay. She calls up and lets, law enforcement know, hey, because again, keep in mind, it was put out on the website for Kiely that she was in a tank top. And I got to give Sleuthy credit for this because the website is no longer available. It's been taken down. I've tried to look for it. It has been taken down. It's no longer there. And I wonder why they took it down, but it's no longer there. And Sleuthy has a screenshot, though, where they posted on the website that she was in a tank top. Okay, so everyone thought she was wearing this tank top. So she's on the, going to work, and then she sees in the middle of the road an item, right? A black, and which looks like a tank top. So she's smart. She sees it. She doesn't touch it. She doesn't do any of that. She calls law enforcement and she takes a picture. Well, the cool thing about when you take a picture, you have metadata for it. And right now you're going to hear Nerdy go into conversation, and he explains to his audience kind of like how he even met Jessica. Like many of us, we heard she found this item. He was sketchy of it. He thought, she was probably like, lying, and he asked for proof. She shot him the metadata.
We know you from the Twitter world, but I do want to introduce you. You came on and sort of said, look, something seems wrong. When we came in contact with you, I actually thought you were a hoax yourself. You had come forward with a photo that looked like this, and there was a lot of chatter on social media on this is not Kiely's. And for me, look, I don't know. There's people in this case that look like Kiely, and I've mistaken for her. But when Eva pulled up her black jumper and zoomed in and started looking at how this thing was sort of thrown out and where it was, you sort of piqued our interest and started talking. And I sort of reached out and said, well, show me the receipt. And you came back and said, here it is. And I'm going to try to show that here. This is the geolocation of where that black jumper was found.
So this is the location. August 8th, 11:26 a.m. has a location she took it. So if anyone wants to just check that out, I'll check it out on my map. And so 13698 Prosser Dam Road, Truckee. So she shows the metadata for when she took that photo. It was on the 8th.
We saw the service log. You sort of found this and felt that, as best as I can gracefully say it, you felt law enforcement sort of fell short in their response and their communication with you.
Yeah. So when I found it, I was just driving down a dirt road between Prosser and Boca, and it was in the middle of the road. And I had just passed some undercover detectives that were knocking on a camper door, and so I saw it in the road, and of course, my eyes were alert that day because I just heard about her going missing. And when they first came out, they said, she's wearing a black tank top. And so my eyes were open for that information.
I want to stop it right here. And Mar, I swear, our minds are like synced. I include all of that in this recording. I got you. Okay, so one of the ladies here does this. So she gets a tank top and she gets a bodysuit. Now this is the tank top. Look how it folds. And she tried to place it exactly how the item was found, the black bodysuit was found. I'm calling it a bodysuit because I think it's a bodysuit without a doubt. Now you can see how smooth a tank top strap flows, right? It's just smooth. Now, bodysuits, though, because it has the clips, it isn't smooth. No matter how you test it out yourself, ladies, if you have some at home, try it out, throw it on the floor, try to position it exactly how the black one was found. It will never come out smooth. It will always look like this because this is where it buckles. This is where it buckles. There's a complete difference here. Without a doubt, that item that Jessica found in the middle, in my opinion, is a bodysuit. Is a bodysuit. And a lot of us thought it wasn't Kiely's because, like Mar just brought up, who was the first one to really say it wasn't Kiely's on the 11th when she did her interview? It was the 11th she did that interview, right? None other than Scammy. We're calling her Scammy now. Oh, the bun. Stop it.
Information that they had put out. This is before the surveillance came out. And so I saw it and I got out of my car, looked at it, took a picture, and drove back to where the detectives were and told them, hey, there's a black item of clothing in the middle of the road down there. And I went down and waited for about 15-20 minutes for them to come back. They said, okay, we'll go bag it up. And they never came, and I had to go to my job. And so I went to my job, and when I came back about a half hour later, it was gone. And
I was muted. Sorry. So what she just said right now is basically she waited for them after calling them for 15 to 20 minutes, but she had to go to work. She leaves and then she returns 30 minutes later, and then the bodysuit is gone. Okay. So assuming you're going to assume law enforcement, right, came and picked it up, right, and took it in.
then I never heard anything from them about it. And the only thing they ever mentioned was on one of their press conferences, they said nothing was ever found. Not that, something was found and it wasn't hers. It was just, they said it was fake news. Nothing was ever found. There was no tank top ever found. There was nothing found.
I got to remember to unmute myself. So that's very important what she says. She never received a phone call back from law enforcement asking any questions about this item. She says all that was put out was, during a presser, that it was just fake news. Not it was don't believe everything on social media was what it was, but it was never a confirmation of from law enforcement. And I had to go back and I had to do a lot of research for this, and it led me back to Twitter, which led me to the original post where Placer County put out a statement because people were asking them about this. Was it Kiely's? Was it Kiely's? This was found. This was found. And it led me back to their statement, which I'm going to include here. But they never say that, yes, that item, we looked into it and it was not hers. They never say that. Watch.
There's some serious sort of safety questions at this point with other locals that are speaking to us. I have filtered those through Sleuthy, other members of the team, but generally put out quotes. And then you talk to another person that has been in the area that does search and rescue, supposedly on day 3, allegedly on day 3. Typically this person has, this area has wildfires. There's things that happen out here. So search and rescue is a big deal out there. She sort of was wondering where the call was from law enforcement, and they sort of said, look, we don't need you. This is an investigation. Don't need your search help. All of this combined really, really, I am data and technical bound. But when you start hearing this from valid people, legit people, right? There's no good reason for you to come out here or Twitter and say something's wrong. There's no value to you. In fact, it's probably harder for you. It makes me really wonder what's going on here. And I think some national news have picked up on this.
And by the time I was done listening to this, you guys, I felt just like nerdy. Like, what's really going on here? And it's really, you guys really like pay attention to what he's saying right now, that there was someone who does search and rescue there, and they have helped law enforcement before, right? They have wild fires there. And they never, when they said they didn't need their help, and this is on day 3, they didn't need their help. But yet you're allowing teenagers out there searching. You're allowing strangers to come help and search the area. But you're not going to have a search and rescue that has teamed up with you guys before to come help search. Why not? You have an 8-year-old running the whole show doing teen to teen, which I still can't believe to this day they allow that shit. That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. But yet you're not, and it makes you wonder, why not allow this search and rescue team help? Why?
Fox News Nation started using, the AWP sort of narrative that they also, they suspect foul play, and now news media are running with that narrative. It makes it hard because when you hear the data points, like that makes it hard for me. But
Thank you. And yeah, I've been talking with a lady. She actually lives close by Boca, and she was part of a search team as well. And they found information that law enforcement never came and picked up. So, I mean, it's not just a matter of if this stuff is relevant to the case or not. It's just that they're not following up on any of the leads at all, including what I found, whether what I found was valid or not. And what she found was pretty important information, and they just never followed up on it.
That just blows my mind, you guys, what she's saying. That somebody else had valid information and law enforcement never followed up with her. This person. People are calling in with information and law enforcement is not following up with them. Just blows my mind. And it makes me just think of how this was handled with her vehicle, and stuff being found left behind in the water and stuff like that. It just, and how they didn't want to even go out there to pick up the stuff that was found. It just, what's going on here?
Yeah, and for me, I was like, oh my gosh, there's this black piece of clothing in the road right where she was.
Mm-hmm.
That seems really important. And I was, kind of, took my breath away, because they're just say, look for black tank top, look for black tank top. And it's right there. And they're just not even acknowledging anything that's being found. They did. And people that have information about, there's 2 other sightings of Kiely that happened that Saturday, and those people have been completely shut down and silenced.
From locals there as well. Is it 1 local? Is it 2? Is it 3? How many people locally feel something's wrong?
So, in talking with, like I said, the one lady that lives pretty close there, you kind of have a divide with the people that are kind of spinning the narrative, which had kids at the party or kids of high school age, and then you have the rest of the Truckee community. And most people that were involved in the search and found information, they're all under the assumption that everything that happened at Boca, and then her car was later taken to Prosser. And they all feel a certain way, and they feel like something weird is going on. And you only have a small group of people that are saying, mostly it was an accident. So the rest of the community, feels a certain way. I think
that's really interesting what she's saying, how it's divided there. That people that helped with the actual search, some people there, they actually think that something happened out in Boca, which I think is interesting. And then you have some people thinking that it's just an accident. And this other sighting of Kiely on Saturday, someone else came forward, and she goes more into it. And this person who came forward, it's a lady, she is terrified to even speak about it, and she won't speak to anybody. she is scared to come forward with the information. And it makes you wonder what's going on. Why are people trying to silence anything that shows that will take you down a road other than an accident? Why? I don't know.
I think in the beginning, I thought it was an accident. And because I work up there every day, I was doing more searching than I was working. I was going off on dirt roads and all these different places that she possibly could have went off the road. I was stopping, looking over cliffs, going down in creeks. I thought she must have driven off the road. Just haven't seen her yet because it is very forestry up there. So I really did think that in the beginning. But as more information came out, it's either that the law enforcement is completely incompetent and they can't be that incompetent, or there's foul play. There's just, in my mind, there's just no other way to look at it. There's too much.
Well, can I ask this? Do you know if they picked up this black piece of clothing? Like, even now, a month later, do you know if they picked it up or if someone else picked it up?
Yeah, so I didn't think much of it until I saw that press conference where they said, that's fake news, and they were really rude about it. That didn't happen. And then it crossed my mind that maybe they didn't pick it up. Maybe someone else picked it up. Maybe they picked it up and never turned it in. I don't know. But now I'm wondering.
Okay, so like Jessica just said, she's the one who found the black piece of the clothing. I think it's a bodysuit. You guys can think it's a tank top or a bodysuit. I did see someone said that the strap look for a bodysuit, Kylie's strap is thinner, but you got to remember how it's placed thrown on the ground. So to me, her straps here aren't really showing the way it's on the ground. What's showing to me is the clip for that bodysuit. But like Jessica said, the person who found this, she doesn't, at first she just assumed they picked it up, but now she's like, doesn't even know if they really are the ones who got it. Now right here, this was August 9th. Detectives located surveillance from a local, this was posted at least, a business in Truckee. And this is when we all got that image of Kiely and what she was wearing. Now it says where Kiely was spotted on 8/5 at 6:08 p.m. prior to going missing. Kiely last seen wearing, again, black spaghetti strap bodysuit. This is when it was put out. She was in a bodysuit, green Dickies pants with a black grommet belt, and then of course her black Vans. Now a lot of people have analyzed the photo. Sammy said those aren't the pants she's wearing, which always just, it's just interesting that she says that, because to me, these look like green Dickie pants to me. I don't know. But it's just interesting that Sam says those aren't the pants she was wearing. And then you have the public information officer, I forgot her name, that woman, when they did the presser, she said, when they show the image, she says, this is what Kiely was exactly wearing. This is an image of what she was wearing. And then you have Sam saying, no, those weren't the pants. So I don't know. And then, so this was posted. And then this was a reply. It says, there was no tank top found. We aren't sure what you are referring to. There's a lot of misinformation out there. And then it just says, please follow us on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram for, official information. Okay. And this is why they were saying that. I'm not sure if you guys follow Rose on Twitter, but she actually asked Placer, she says, last known picture of Kiely from the night she went missing. This is what she was wearing that night at the party. I'm not comfortable by the fact that a black tank top was found out there during the search. Okay, so she's referring to this as a tank top. Okay, now Placer replies, she was wearing a black bodysuit, not a tank top. So again, did they actually pick up this bodysuit? No tank was found. So that's why Jessica now, she doesn't even know, did they actually pick this piece of item up? Or did they pick it up and for some reason it just didn't get documented correctly? I don't know. With how this case is, what we see with that car, with the vehicle, how it was handled, how things fell out of the vehicle, how law enforcement didn't want to send anybody out there to pick up the freaking items that were found, blows my mind. How her phone is still missing, law enforcement don't have it. And if this is true, this really pisses me off. Allegedly, it was said that law enforcement asked Check It TV, that's the guy who found the items in the water, did you find her phone? Can you go back and look for her phone? Are you freaking kidding me? If that is true, that pisses me off. You're going to have some random dude go check and do your guys' work for her phone. Unbelievable, you guys. I'm sorry if I'm coming across as, against law enforcement. I'm really not. I'm a huge supporter to them, but I just think after listening to this and just seeing, things being said, listening to things, I'm just like, this is such a shitty job of how things were handled, in my opinion. And and I'm not the only one who thinks this. I watch Judy Ron, who I'm a huge supporter to. He even says, he's ex law enforcement. He even says how the vehicle was handled and how items were found after. It's a sloppy shit job. It is. So I don't know. So now I'm wondering, was this item of clothing ever brought in? I have no idea anymore. No. Placer County said they weren't involved. Were they still involved when? Yes, because this is early on. She was still missing here. So this would be all Placer right here because they were the ones handling the missing person's case. When she was found, that's when 100% Nevada County took over and FBI at first. But during the beginning, she was just considered a missing person in the very beginning. So they were the ones handling this, and they were the ones that, and on their Twitter, they would answer questions. They were really, I was really surprised how often they would reply to comments, to be honest with you. Oh, I agree with you, Mar, on that. That's my opinion. People can get mad, but I agree 100% with that statement you just said. Mar says, in her opinion, law enforcement is covering up lots. Why? Who knows? And here's the thing, you guys, I'm not a person who's real big on like huge conspiracy. I do think corruption happens. I mean, I feel like we'd be a fool if you don't believe corruption happens. It does happen. Unfortunately, it does. Now, I don't think this is going to be one huge conspiracy where the FBI is covering shit up and all of that. I just don't see that. There's too many agencies I feel like are involved for a huge cover up like that. And I have faith in law enforcement more than that. But I do think things that were done by law enforcement when it came to retrieving possible evidence, items, handling of the case, I think was sloppy as fuck. And I think mistakes were made. And I think it's their mistakes, like not following up with I mean, do they even get this freaking bodysuit is the main question now. I wonder. And I think I'm just going to keep bugging Nevada on Twitter and asking them, did you guys ever pick up? Oh, actually, Placer would be involved in this one. I would have to tag them and just be like, did you ever pick up that black bodysuit that was turned in? And I'll give them the exact data on it that she gives us and see what they say. Did they ever pick this up? I don't know anymore. And I just think that what's being covered up is their mistakes. That's what I think is being covered up, is their mistakes done. And I think we can all agree, that there are mistakes that law enforcement has made with this case. I think we can agree on that, at least. We can just agree to disagree. Hey, Zin, how are you, love? I didn't see you here. Hey, Junie, I don't think I said hi to you either. Junie says, I think local government was holding law enforcement back for a reason, possibly influential locals. I also think when FBI gets half involved, it confuses matters. Yep, I agree too. Good question, Mar. Good question. She says they removed AWP. We know they did ask them to leave. We do know that, but not SF in recovery of car. He stood there. I know Kylie's dad left, but Grandpa also stood. But didn't SF say that Grandpa said he wanted him to stay? Didn't SF say that or no? In an interview he did. Sugar says she agrees with that as well. I've not watched enough of Check It, but SF really has shown himself to be rude. I just don't understand what his motive, I said motum, his motive is now. You know, I feel like he's just on this, where he wants to just really take down Adventures with Purpose. It just seems like, and it's funny when I watched the interview he did with the glare, he throughout that whole interview, all he kept saying was, I'm not trying to bash, Adventures with Purpose, but the whole time he was bashing Adventures with Purpose. You know what I mean? When someone says, I'm not trying to bash you, that means they're probably bashing you. I agree, Valerie. Too many mistakes to cover up. I don't know more, but allegedly, Scott, did SF say that Grandpa, when they had asked Adventures with Purpose to leave, do you remember if SF said that Grandpa, I know Grandpa stood because he wanted to be there, but Dad didn't want that to be the last image of his daughter, memory of his daughter, so he leaves, understandably. And SF stood because Grandpa wanted him to stay. Did he say that for that time? Yes, and the bum, he says the kids are tied with people of power in the town of Truckee. It's a complex cover-up. It will be ruled as an open investigation, so no information will ever be released. And you guys, I'm going to continue playing this, but I highly recommend later on going, and I will link Nerdy's channel in the comment section when we're done. I highly recommend going back if you haven't watched this whole live. And it's not a long live. I think it was like a little bit over an hour. He also had some tech people on to talk about the phone and stuff like that with all that aspect of it all. But really go back and listen to this interview because I don't clip all of it. I don't like to clip someone's full live stream. I'd rather them get the views for it, but go back and listen to it fully because they do talk about, Jessica does talk about how people in the town, people in power, money. She goes into a lot of stuff about that, which just will have you also thinking. Again, I'm not from the area, so I don't know anything about this area. So once again, this is the only information that law enforcement ever put out, but it never says, they never, and if anyone can find it, you send it to me. Someone drop my email. If you find that law enforcement stated, yes, we went out, we recovered a piece of clothing that was, called in, and no, it was not Kylie's. They don't say that at all. All they say is there was no tank top found. That's all they say. But again, without a doubt, I think this was a bodysuit.
I'll tell you, for someone that gets a lot of data and has to filter through it, It's the first time on a case where someone is truly concerned about safety. They're, really reluctant to speak to the point where we're trying to work with them and blur faces and disguise voices. And that's a first for me on any case. And there's a comment up here. Thank you, Logan's mom. Thanks to all of you. I was just saying.
And you got to make you guys question, why are people so concerned to speak out in this town that go to any other theory than it being an accident? Why should there be fear in this town from anybody? Wouldn't you want the truth no matter where that took you? Wouldn't you want the truth? I mean, at the end of the day, a 16-year-old lost her life at a party that seemed to happen every other weekend. So law enforcement, where were you at? Why was this being allowed every weekend? Underage drinking, all these drugs allegedly, and it seemed like it happened all the time. Why are people so scared? And this is interesting for Nerdy to say, because I follow him prior to this case. I followed him. I forgot what case I started following him. And he talks to a lot of people. He goes out and he talks to a lot of people. And for him to say that this is the first time that he's really seen people are concerned, are scared to talk, makes me wonder what the fuck is going on in this town.
That to let you know that I understand grief. I've buried a 16-year-old son. I know many who have buried children. Mom's behavior is unlike anything I've seen. And I tend to agree with you. And I'm sorry, Logan's mom, for your loss. No parent should have to do that. And that's why I'm trying to be careful about what we say and how we say it, but it's not lateral.
Hold on, I just want to address this comment to Scott. So he says that's crazy crown chick. Let's say it is the bodysuit. Is a or the bodysuit, does no other girl wear one? So are you stating that could it be someone else's thrown there? I'm assuming that's what you possibly could be saying. And yes, I'm not saying this is exactly her bodysuit. The point of this is that, did law enforcement ever pick this shit up? A piece of item. She's missing on the 6th. This item is found on the 8th, right next to where she's last seen. A piece of clothing that fits what she's wearing is found. I mean, what are the freaking odds of that? I don't know. And I don't know this area. Do people just throw their items of clothing like that on the floor? I don't know this area. Is this typical to find clothing like this right here in the area? I don't know. That would be for people, that live in this area, that they can answer that. But again, the point is, did law enforcement ever pick this up? And if they did, was it ever followed up? Based off what law enforcement gave us, I'm really questioning if it even was fucking picked up, to be honest with you guys. And I hope I'm not coming across as snarky. That's a nicer way to say bitchy. I'm just at a point with this case that, we have a 16-year-old who's lost her life. And what we've seen from law enforcement and what I hear in this interview just infuriates me. And I'm just an outsider. I want the truth no matter where that takes us. And if this was my child, I'd want the truth. I wouldn't care if the truth took me to, guess what, someone that's my most best beloved friend did something. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't be like, no, I don't want to face that. No, I want to know the effing truth of what happened to my child. And I think that's what gets me so upset. She says, no way that area is kept clean. Scott says, I'm always snarky with it. Here's the thing though, Scott. They could have put that statement out though. They could have put that out and said, yes, an item was found. And no, it was not Kiely's. But they didn't. Their statement and what they said makes it seem like no item was ever found. So that's why, like Jessica says, now because of what they said, off of their presser too, like, oh, this could be, what did she say? fake news or something like that. Fake news, no, fake, like they're trying to say nothing was ever called in is what they're trying to put across to everybody. And Jessica is like, no, I called it in. Look, I have a photo. I have the metadata for it. It was the 8th. I found this item. Law enforcement is putting it out there like it's fake news. This was never, no items were ever found. That's the problem here. Yeah, Donna, that's Scott. Allegedly is Scott now. Oh, Scott, stop it. You guys want to know something funny? For this case, I got a B-roll app, and it just says, I just got the alert. You have 2 minutes left to capture a B-roll and see what your friends are up to. The things we do for cases, I swear.
To getting the truth here. So
there's, you know, there's several people that I've spoken with that are scared to come forward, literally scared for their life.
I've had people contact me that work with search and rescue out of a different county that wanted to come in. And general, people are willing to speak. They want to speak, and they want to speak for Kiely, but they don't want their names written or shared. And I just kind of have to wonder why, when an accident is what's being, you know, what is there to be afraid of if it was just an accident? But everybody I've spoken to, they don't want their face shown, and they don't want their names anywhere.
And those are huge red flags. Like that tells you something, and all of us, that people don't want to, they don't trust the work that law enforcement is doing, and they also are too afraid to speak up about it. Like, to me, that's very bizarre.
The lady who saw Kiely on that Saturday, the same day as the tow truck driver, she completely got spooked. She won't talk to anybody now.
And Jessica, you heard the same thing that this local conveyed to us, that you now have multiple eyewitnesses that say they saw Kiely on Saturday. Is that accurate?
Yeah, there's 3. If you include the tow truck driver, there's 3 eyewitnesses that saw Kiely. One interacted with her, talked to her on.
She's gonna say on Saturday. Well, the roadside guide, correct me if I'm wrong, he never stated that was Kiely, or did he? I know he said he's seen the missing flyer. I'm just thinking about what they're saying right now, how someone claims to have seen Kiely on Saturday. A lady claims to have seen Kiely on Saturday. Do you guys remember that being shared in the group? I'm trying to think. Does anyone remember it being posted early on? It has to be early on that someone came forward saying they seen Kiely that Saturday. Do you guys remember that? Mascara says, it would break my heart, but it would break my heart to know my child's friend hurt them, but I would need to know. Exactly. Investigations would stop. Would stop until I had answers. Wouldn't stop till I had answers. Whether that meant me doing the investigations myself. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Oh, Mascara, I had no idea what that was. I never even heard of that app. And I know Sam explains it, and I still was confused. And so then I wanted to see if I can find any of the friends B-reels and stuff like that. So I just opened a B-reel up. But you have to post a photo in order for you to be able to search. Like if you just go on there and create an account, you won't be able to like search anybody up until you post your first B-roll. So I just posted one on the freaking wall, but it captures. So you get the alert on your phone, and what it does, like I just said, it'll say, you get the alert and it says 2 minutes left to capture, be real, and see what your friends are up to. So if you choose to take it then, you can, or you can wait and take it later, I believe. But it takes a photo in front of you, but it's going to also capture what's behind you. So I just captured, I think I did it of the wall, and I had the wall, and I think, no, I had my mattress for the front view and the wall in the back and stuff like that. But I was just trying to get on there to find the friends on there. I did find Kiely's because you can search her name, but there's nothing obviously on there. And welcome to the fam, Mascara. Thank you for, I believe that's Mascara. Yeah. Welcome. Thank you for becoming a new member. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you guys. Thank you guys for just choosing my channel. I really appreciate that. Hey, Bella. She says hello, chat. Hi, Spirit Hunter. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so he did say he's seen the missing flyer, and it was her. But I'm trying to find out who this lady is that the Jessica's talking about that came forward and said she also seen Kiely on Saturday. I must have missed that somewhere along the line. Insta says, I remember that a friend of Kiely saw her broke down on the road Saturday. A friend? What friend? I remember that a friend of Kiely saw her broke down on the road. Tell me more, Insta. Yeah. Yes, the way he was so sure that he believed it was really Kiely. And here's the thing with that. By now, I think we can all agree that law enforcement has vetted the roadside assistance information. Can we agree on that at least? Can we agree on that? I think by now they vetted through it, right? I mean, shit. I hope they have. I'm going to assume by now they have. So why haven't they nipped that in the bud? Why? This is the one thing that's really making me question stuff too. They're quick to dismiss certain things, right? They put out the statement about Jagger. Okay. They put out a statement that, nope, they didn't tell News Nation that information. Okay. But news media are asking them, and I see so many different articles, Fox, News Nation, Independent, The Sun, so many are asking law enforcement about this sighting from this roadside assistant. Because this is huge, I think, you guys. This could be huge or it could be nothing, right? And everybody wants to know. And in every article I've read from the state, from the media, they ask law enforcement about this. And it's the same shit in every freaking article. No comment, no comment, or they haven't got back to them. They're not making a statement on that. And it's like, okay, if this wasn't them, why not just put a statement out? Say, yes, we got a tip. We vetted through that. It went nowhere. Or it was a mix up in identity. It was a mix up in the day. Shit, just give us, yes, we looked into that. And no, it was not. It had nothing to do with the case. Give us that. But the thing is, they don't give us any of it. Really makes me question, why not? Why not shut that rumor down? I don't understand that. And it makes me, because they haven't, it makes me wonder, is there something there? Is there something there? I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I do not know. It is strange that they are quick to put other shit out there, but they won't. Scott, what do you think about that? I want to see what Scott says about that. Scott, why do you think law enforcement has not shot that down yet? I mean, they vetted through it. Why? It's all right, Lauren. She says, I'm super late on 1.75 speed catching up. Does that mean I'm talking like this really, really fast for that speed? And Lauren, every time I see Lauren, her photo, Summer Wells, Summer Wells, Summer Wells. Hey, Stacy. Right? Why not? Why not shut it down? And I get we don't get all information from law enforcement. Trust me, I understand that. We get, I believe I heard it on, I think it was Duty Runs. They say that we get like less than 10% of what law enforcement knows, and I get that and I respect that. We just want it all, right? But I understand why we don't. I get it. But here's the thing, if this is nothing, why not shut it down? And because they haven't makes me think there's something there, you guys. So was and Scott says, because law enforcement isn't trained well and want to keep every aspect of a case they sloppy handled under wraps, including public statements. But my thing is, though, what I'm asking for you is, but why do you think they're giving us other things and shutting other things down, but for this one they will not comment on this roadside assistance statement? They won't comment on it. Okay, what if this was Jagger that day? That would put him in Boca at 11. His statement that he gave to law enforcement, well, that was put out from the Sun, 8 a.m. in Napa, and then was in Truckee by noon, which is very interesting to me itself. 8 a.m. and he says it's a 4-hour drive. 8 a.m. Kylie's mom barely woke up at 4 a.m. I mean, at 8 a.m. and realized her daughter was missing. 8 a.m. You already knew she's missing and you're out driving towards there. That's kind of interesting to me.
Saturday.
This is wild. I mean, Eva told me last middle of this week that, she reminded me that AWP said that perhaps this is far deeper than what any of us considered. I don't know. I keep going back to motive, and really we've talked about that on Twitter, and like there's no liability for the kids drinking and doing drugs here. Liability we have seen while this case was going on. Nate C, 20 or 21 years old, arrested for providing fentanyl to a 15-year-old girl back in, was it June or July? So the liability here would be on a plug. The person that provided these.
And Kylie, you know about the whole fentanyl, that guy that was arrested. So if people have questions about that, you can probably answer that in chat. But I agree with Nerdy. Where these kids are partying all the time and allegedly drinking every weekend and all that, where's law enforcement in all of that? Well, rumors are law enforcement kids are also there, so who knows?
Drugs. Now it's Sleuthie, I don't know, is this absolutely confirmed that Kylie's car was sort of a hot spot for alcohol? Do we know if it was also used, like, were drugs being handed out from there?
So consider the source. So the only source that we have says that, and it almost felt like a slip, which sort of made me believe that she was telling the truth, was we would go back to her car and that's where we would go get more drinks. So I don't know that the whole party was getting drinks from there, but it adds a level of unease for me in terms of, you knew that's where Kylie was getting her drinks from, and so did whatever number of people were also going to her car to get those drinks. And were they secure? Did she lock her car in between going back and forth from the party? Probably not, I don't know that she was even drinking. So for me to like confidently say, yeah, she was like the hub where everybody was going to get their alcohol, including her, like I couldn't say.
And I kind of have to agree with Sleuthy here because in reality, we don't know if she was drinking. I know it's put out. I mean, I'm gonna assume she was drinking. Just she's at a party, but I'm gonna just assume. But in reality, we really don't even know. We have, of course, the person who put the narrative out that she was so, intoxicated that they couldn't get a ride from her. But yet you asked her for a ride. Was of course Sammy put that out, but I do think that there were a group of people that were going to Kiely's car and getting the alcohol. I mean, Sam said they would go to the car and, they would, get their drink, re-up on their drinks and stuff like that. And then she also said there were other friends in the vehicle. Wonder who are all these other friends in the vehicle. I don't know. And you make a good point, but I do, because allegedly says, I'm not trying to downplay anything what anyone is saying, but when I hear I was told by a or my source says, I dismiss it. I keep it in a note card, but I do not include it in my yarn board. And I agree with you because anybody can lie and say, hey, I got this information and a source told me, and they could just be making it up. I 100% agree with you. But I do respect these people right here that I'm showing you on the screen. Like I respect Sleuthy, and she's really amazing with her research and stuff like that. And I respect Nerdy. Some people may not like the way he goes about things, but I do believe that he's truly 100% for the victims and the missing. He does share a lot and does a lot for the missing, that's for sure. Especially cases that I will give Nerdy credit because he covers cases that don't get a lot of attention and he tries to bring awareness to. I personally think so. I do trust what they're saying right here. But I do agree with you though. When people say my source, you take that with a grain of salt though. And Carrie, that's what it seems like, right? She says, what's really weird is that no other parents are pushing for answers, being their children were also there. Yeah. And why not? Why not? I think, we heard because, they didn't want, their kids are going to college and all that other stuff we heard. But again, at the end of the day, there's a 16-year-old who lost her life. You make a good point, though. Bella, that's still my theory. Bella says she may have been drugged or her drink spiked. I shared my theory with you guys before. I think that I think she either took something willingly, but not knowingly what it possibly was because it was spiked or laced. And my opinion, this is just my opinion, I think Sam knew it was either laced or spiked. And one thing why I say that too, it's a couple of things, but one of the main things is just, and I know Scott totally disagrees with me on my theory, so just letting you guys know that now, because he's probably going to come in chat and say, no, leave Sam alone. But I think that, it's very interesting that, one thing that Sam, she pointed out a lot was letting it be known on all her interviews she possibly did was, that her and Kiely shared drinks the whole night. Everything that Kiely consumed, Sam consumed. And it was just really interesting to me that she made that a point of, importance to put out, like what she drank, I drank, we shared out of the same cups. And it was just kind of like, okay, what is the point of letting us know that? Like logically, what is the point of letting us know that what she drank, you drank, you guys even drank out of the same cup? I don't know, that's something that's just always stuck out to me. But again, that's just my opinion. Boo, I'll pull up the article after this for you, okay? So don't worry, I got you. I know, Stacy. It's just like logically though, like what do you guys think about that? If on the replay gang, what do you guys think about that? Why do you think that's important to put out? Like what's behind that statement? What I drank, what she drank, I drank. We shared out of the same cup. What is the point of that? That is like something that just never, and I never understood that. Also, another statement she said that was interesting to me was in one of the interviews she did, she said how she was with Kiely and she said something like, and I need to find the clip for you guys, but she says, and everybody's seen us together that night. Everybody's seen us together that whole night, which just made me think, why is that important to put out that everybody's seen you together? It makes me think like shit, if she knows something happened and in her brain she's like, shit, I need to come get in front of this first because everybody's seen us together tonight. I'm going to be looked at because everyone knows I was with her. That's how I took that. Again, my opinion. But then it's interesting that she says they were together the whole night, right? Only sometimes like breaking up for a little bit. And then that Jane Doe number 2 says she didn't see her with Sammy or something like that. Or something like that she stated. I don't know. But I do want to say in my theory, I don't think what happened to Kiely was intentional. Like, I don't think, Sam gave her something to, take her life. I don't think that. I think it was more in this party atmosphere and kind of like, oh, just have fun, do it. You know what I mean? Or she doesn't want to do it. So let me just pretend it's something else kind of a deal. That's what I think. I don't think she, did something where it was, let me end her life or something like that. I do want to make that very clear. All right, let me finish this. Hold on.
I think one of the biggest questions too that I have is with everything that's been found underwater is where is her phone? If it was just an accident, you would think that her phone would be right there with all the other stuff, and it's not.
Yeah.
Exactly. Where's her phone? Where's her phone? And also, why on that whiteboard, did it describe Kiely's keys? I think I have a photo of that. Before I play the rest of it, let me show you. I think I do. Why does it have her keychain described? I don't have it. Hold on. Why? Wouldn't her keys be in the car? Wouldn't it? Hold on. Okay, what is this? Okay, so I have from Napa, I'm just looking at a screenshot. So of course, we don't know Jagger's exact location, but from Napa to where the roadside assistant said that, he did the service call and allegedly Kiely and maybe Jagger or somebody, he did a service call, we'll just say. 3.5 hours, I see. I took a screenshot of that. Hold on, okay, so this one, hold on. Give me a second. And again, getting back to, the bodysuit, like I said, law enforcement really never gave clarification on it. But you know who gave us clarification and why most of us believed it was not Kiely's was Sam. Watch.
And like I said, I greatly appreciate every minute I have with you. Can you take a quick look at this photo?
I don't know why, but when I listened to that when I was editing this, he says, I appreciate every moment I have with you. I don't know. I was just like, oh, you fucking creep. Sorry. I'm not lying. I thought that.
Is this what can you confirm whether or not she was wearing this at the night of the party? Is that what she was wearing?
Yeah, so that top is exactly what I saw her in. If you can see on her left side, on her hip, you can see some skin. She was wearing a black bodysuit. I remember because we went to the bathroom together, peed in the woods together a couple of times, and so that's her shirt right there. The pants were different that she wore to the party. She was wearing green Dickies pants, but that belt is definitely what she's wearing too.
And again, law enforcement said this is exactly what she was wearing. You can go back and listen to the presser. The public information officer, she says this is what Kiely was wearing. Now you have Sam saying, no, those aren't the pants.
I remember watching her have to take it off when we were using the restroom together. We were out using the outdoor restroom, if like popping squat, basically. So yeah.
That was just released from the Placer County Sheriff's Office. This picture, I just found it on their Facebook page.
Yeah.
So there's talk about this top, the spaghetti straps top. Some people are saying it was found at the area. Is that, can you confirm that, or is that
so
I never realized Sam's face when he's talking, when he brings up, look at her face when he brings up the tank top being found. Hold on. Look at her face.
This top, the spaghetti straps top. Some people are saying it was found at the area. Is that, can you confirm that, or is that
so that has not been confirmed. If it has not been posted on our Find Kiely Rodni Instagram page or on the website or on the Placer County Sheriff's Office Facebook or anything, then it is not true, and it is not something that people should be following on or trusting. The information will be posted and will be coming from us when it is confirmed. So to let people know what to look out for, if a changed shirt or something. So yeah, that has not been confirmed.
Okay.
People know what to look out for, if a changed shirt or something. So yeah, that has not been confirmed.
Okay.
Why did she say that? A changed shirt. If a changed shirt comes out, why did she say that? Look at that face right there. A change. Was Kiely changed? Was she changed? Why did she say that? Listening to that again when I was editing this, it just stuck out to me this time. Why did she mention that?
Placer County Sheriff's Office. This picture, I just found it on their Facebook page.
Yeah.
So there's talk about this top, the spaghetti straps top. Some people are saying it was found at the area. Is that, can you confirm that, or is that
so that has not been confirmed. If it has not been posted on our Find Kiely Rodni Instagram page or on the website or on the Placer County Sheriff's Office Facebook or anything, then it is not true, and it is not something that people should be following on or trusting. The information will be posted and will be coming from us when it is confirmed. So to let people know what to look out for, if a changed shirt or something. So yeah, that has not been confirmed.
Okay.
People know what to look out for, if a changed shirt or something. So yeah, that has not been confirmed.
Okay.
She will let us know if a changed shirt. Why would she fucking say that? I'm just gonna say it. I really wonder if that bodysuit, I'm just gonna say if it was Kiely's. I wonder if Kiely was found in that bodysuit. That is something I really want to know. Was she found in different clothing? I mean, she's quick to put all this information out too, Sam, but yet she never mentioned this white and pink hoodie that we all learned about shortly, right? She never mentions that at all. Like, yeah, she also had a white and pink hoodie. Her shit is, nope, those aren't the green pants she was wearing. And if any information comes up of a chain shirt, they will let us know. Like, makes me wonder if Kiely was found in different clothing. there was a comment I seen. Hold on. It was originally a gray hoodie, and then it was switched to law enforcement. The gray hoodie was I have it here. The gray hoodie with those lyrics on it. So this one. But her face though, dude, right here.
That has not been confirmed. If it has not been posted on our Find Kiely Rodni Instagram page or on the website or on the Placer County Sheriff's Office Facebook or anything, then it is not true and it is not something that people should be following on or trusting. The information will be posted and will be coming from us when it is confirmed. So to let people know what to look out for, if a changed shirt or something. So yeah, that has not been confirmed.
Okay.
People know what to look out for, if a changed shirt or something. So yeah, that has not been confirmed.
Okay.
That bugs me. That really bugs me. It makes me wonder. It makes me really question if Kiely would be found in that bodysuit. And the gray sweater that that someone mentioned would be this one. Hold on, let me pull it up for you. I can't with her. Give me a second, you guys. Let me see. Give me a second. Would be this one. So this is the one originally. But remember, law enforcement stated that she had this, she was loaned this that day, but they didn't know if she was wearing it. Then let me see if I have the pink one in here. I don't know if I have it in here. And then this is the one that they said that she was actually seen. Law enforcement comes out and says that she was seen. They had data of her wearing this, right? Allegedly at the party, right? But yet they don't give us that still shot of it, which I don't know. Why didn't they give us the still shot of her actually wearing the hoodie? I don't know. I thought that was interesting. I know, or topless. It's just, I don't know. It's, and I get what people are saying. You know, we're all just here trying. We're just left here trying to. We're invested in this case. Let's cut the bullshit. We're still here. We're still discussing it because we're invested in it. We want to know the truth with this case. There's a lot of things that just don't add up, and I really, really question what's going on in this town. And again, I don't want to make it seem like I'm attacking this town because I'm not. I'm not from there. You know, I'm an outsider. But when I'm an outsider listening to someone who's from the town, like the interview we just listened to, talk about how people are scared to come forward, people don't want to even talk about it being anything other than an accident, you know, it makes me wonder why wouldn't you want the truth to, like, the truth to come out? You know, was, you know, this person that is from this area that found the shirt, I call it the bodysuit, I think it is, you know, she's even questioning, did law enforcement even find that? Take it, pick it up. I don't know. She includes herself in all of that, though. She refers to we, like if she's part of law enforcement, that's for sure. We will let you know. We are looking into this. We looked into this. You know, she refers to herself as, and in a lot of cases, you know, in some cases, I will say, when someone inserts themselves that much in an investigation, you know, sometimes they, you know, invest themselves into it because they're fishing. They want to know what law enforcement knows because guess what? They had something to do with it. Again, not saying she did, because that's just me speculating. I think she did, but I'm speculating though. Well, I really question if that piece of clothing that Jessica from Truckee found on the 8th at 11 something in the morning from the data she showed us, I really do question if that was Kiely's. I know you guys can think I'm crazy for thinking that, but I really wonder if that was Kiely's, and I wonder if Kiely will be found in a different piece of clothing. It's just really strange how Sam says that, how she says that those aren't the green dickies she was wearing that night. Also, I wonder what Sam was wearing that night. What was Sam wearing? I wonder what she was wearing that night. But I do wonder if Kiely will be found wearing that bodysuit. It's just something I'm wondering. I'm thinking she might not be found in it. Delana. Yeah, Stacy. Good eye right there. She's saying yeah and shaking her head no. And that's because subconsciously your mind knows that you're telling a lie, right? Like you're saying yeah verbally, but your mind knows, like, no, it's not true. Good eye. Yeah, I did, Amy. I've listened to this interview with Sam quite a few times, and I do want to do a breakdown of it with you guys. Even though I know other creators have done that, we personally haven't done a breakdown of it. But there are things that she says that I'm just like, I'll catch it. And I didn't catch that statement with the change shirt. We'll let you know if a change shirt, like, why would there even be a different shirt? Like, you last seen her, girlfriend. You seen her last. You know what I mean? Like, do you see why I'm questioning it? Like, you seen her last. Why would there be a different shirt she'd be in? You seen her last, you say. You talked to her last. You seen her last, you say. You seen what she was wearing. Why would there be a different shirt? Makes no sense. Unless, again, you seen that she wasn't wearing that bodysuit. I know, allegedly. I agree. But in cases though, look at the one that I am going to pull up the article for Boo with Jagger. But look at the one that I told you I was looking into. Alan Green, is it Greenberg? Based off what she looked like and based off of what the door being locked, it was immediately looked at as an unliving, which it should not have been treated that way. And because of that, look what ended up happening with the crimes, with the crime scene, and with, I mean, her phone and all of that shit. Don't get me started. Bella says, who is protecting who in this town? I also found that her mom was very different before and after Kay was found. What do you mean, Bella? How do you mean? What about when the mom was asked? When the mom was asked, and I've been trying to find the clip. You guys, let's work together with this one. Who remembers the clip where her mom is asked? I don't remember the exact wording, but something like about her friends, about Kylie's friends, and what the mom's thoughts were it. And the mom said something like, I think she was specifically asked if she was like concerned with the friend's statements or something like that. And I'm not wording it correctly. I need to find it, but something like that. And she said, I am not a detective. I'm going to leave it up to the detectives to do their job. And immediately I just was like, She didn't even answer the goddamn question. You know, no one's asking if you're a detective. People are asking you if you suspect her friends of anything. And she didn't answer it. She just said something like, I'm not a detective. I'll leave it up to them. I got to find that clip. I've been trying to find it for days and I can't find it. There's so much out there now. Is he really Zoot? Stepdad? Oh, you're asking. Okay. I thought you were saying. Is he religious, prepping for end of days? Maybe lots of them go mad. I haven't heard that. That's a good question, but I haven't heard it. Yeah, boo, right? But she's seen her last at the party and spoke with her last at the party. All right, let me pull up that article. All right, let me pull that up for you guys. And again, thank you guys for being here with me. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you haven't hit like, if you can please do it. Even if you come in and you're just like, this girl, I don't like this girl. Hit that dislike then. It doesn't upset me. It really doesn't. It just does help the channel with the algorithm, and it's a free way to help the channel out. Okay. Let me pull up that article really quick, you guys. Let's see. Oh wait, this one. Check. And I know I've been MIA from going live, but I'm back at it, you guys. So I will be back going live on a regular. I know I took about 2 weeks off. I'm pulling up the article. I know I took about 2 weeks off. I just wasn't feeling too good. I couldn't shake it off. And I'm one that carries my emotions on my sleeve. So if I'm not feeling my best, you're going to know it right away. And I don't like faking the funk. So I don't like to be on going live when I'm not feeling my best. I like to give you guys like my best. All right, let me share this with you guys. Okay, let me stop sharing this one. Sammy still hasn't said who. I know. Or how did she even get there? Who did she go to this party with? Wasn't it supposed to be with Kiely? Who did she go with? Who did she leave with? Okay, let me catch up to the comments. So again, you got to think too, panic can go in. And here's the thing, Scott says, I just want to point something out. If it was an accident, why hide her? And the car, just leave her, right? That would make the most sense, right? And then the next day, connecting anyone to her, as we see now, would be, and I agree. But here's the thing. One thing that does stick out to me is if she did OD, Sam's saying that everybody's seen her there that whole night with her. I don't know, maybe she in panic, we don't know how we're going to react to it, in panic mode, thought, oh shit, I gave her something, and maybe she panicked with it, covered it up. It would make sense just to leave her there. But again, in that panic mode, make it seem like she literally drove herself and had an accident, is what I think. No, Carly, there hasn't. There's been no update with it. No law enforcement helping with it. And I do want to do a live stream on that. I did reach out. Remember, I told you I reached out to his mom. She still hasn't gotten back to me. So I think I'm going to hit her up. I mean, she got back to me. And then I did ask her if she can just clarify some information with the stuff, with that case, with the timeline with her son. And she said she would have someone contact me, which I thought was a little interesting, because why can't you just tell me? But she hasn't got back to me, so I'm going to hit her up again. But sadly, there's nothing. Was that the one with her? Yes, Donna, that's her husband. The stepdad has the full on beard going on. Kylie's dad is clean cut looking. Stop it, Scott. Well, you know what the sad thing though is about YouTube is YouTube took away from you guys seeing the dislike button, which I don't know why YouTube did that. I personally, as a creator, believe it or not, that is the one thing that I would go and look at would be my likes and dislike, because that for me as a creator tells me what my audience thinks of my content. When YouTube took that away, I was like, why are you taking away? That's so stupid. Well, I appreciate you giving me the thumbs up, Zeus. Okay, let me read this article. She was standing outdoors by a trailer or something. Yes, Insta. Yes. For the mom interview I'm looking for. Yes, she was. She was outside. Yes. I can't find it. Hey, Ara. Good to see you. Thank you, Stacy. I'm glad to be feeling better. I felt 100% yesterday, and I immediately hit up Scott, and I was like, the bitch is back. I'm back. Okay, let's read this for Boo. Boo, are you still here? You better be here. I'm going to read this for you. All right. So again, this was the article that went viral. I feel like everybody was talking about it. I made a short clip for you guys about it, and I included a screenshot that I found of Jagger saying he was at a party that night, which I never knew he had stated he was even at a party that night. So I thought that was interesting. But of course, look at their header right here. It just gets everyone's attention. It's like, I'm innocent. Kiely Rodni's boyfriend has provided alibi to cops, but is still receiving death threats over unfounded murder theories. Now, I just want to say, if you're a grown adult, I really hope you're not sending this young adult any death threats. I just hope no one is doing that, you guys. If you are that much invested in the case that you're sending some 18-year-old death threats, I think you need to take a break from the case. I'm just saying, like, seriously. Yeah, no, please don't be doing that. And again, this was posted on September 20th. So it says Kiely Rodni's on and off again, which I thought was interesting, boyfriend has provided an alibi to cops, but is still receiving vicious death threats aimed wild and unsubstantiated murder conspiracies online. Now, again, 16-year-old disappeared, Kiely, after an end of school party in Truckee, California, and was found almost 2 weeks later submerged in her vehicle in the Prosser Reservoir. We know Adventures with Purpose found her. And then again, this would be the photo that law enforcement provided and made a big old thing over this necklace and was like, make sure you let us know if you find it. And remember, everyone crazy over it. Like, why are they, specifically talking about this necklace, not about her other jewelry? It was just about the necklace, which I thought was really interesting, because I'm like, okay, if you guys think this is an accident and she's in the car, wouldn't she be wearing it, and wouldn't it be found on her body inside the vehicle? So it was kind of interesting that they were really honing down on this necklace. I seen someone saying that maybe because, and I thought this is a good possibility, these fights that would happen at these parties, that remember how law enforcement said they were getting some video surveillance of video footage of this fight, remember? So I'm wondering if, and I seen someone say this in a comment, if law enforcement thought possibly Kiely was in a fight and maybe someone yanked the necklace off and had it. I thought, oh, that could be a possibility with the necklace theory. Because, I mean, it didn't make sense why they were just honing down on the freaking necklace, to me at least. Now it says that, hold on. Sorry. Hold on real fast, guys. Hold on. All right, because my boyfriend, I'm home, and he's like, hello, sending me little memes to distract me. He needs attention, I think. So web sleuths have been circulating rumors of foul play for weeks since her death, and have been speculating her boyfriend, Jagger Westfall, could have been involved. Let me know in the chat. Just put a 1 if you think he's involved, 2 if you don't. I think by now there should be, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's either a 1 or 2. I personally do not think Jagger is involved. I just don't. I think he could be a jealous ex-boyfriend that just probably couldn't get the hint and couldn't let Kiely go. But I don't think he actually did anything to her, though. Now, Boo, if you're here, this is for you. So Nevada County Sheriffs told the U.S. Sun on Tuesday, early in the investigations, our detectives made contact with Jagger Westfall. After a detailed interview, he was ruled out as a person of interest. So again, Nevada County Sheriffs, they told the Sun on Tuesday, early in the investigation, so that they had contacted Jagger and they did an intensive interview with him, and he was ruled out as a person of interest. Now, again, it says that these accusations began after the volunteer dive group Adventures with Purpose, who found Kiely's car, and then, using their technology, spoke to an unnamed witness, again, to the roadside assistant. They're saying that's how the accusations began. And I disagree with this. I think people were sketch of Jagger, at least what I seen, based off his own things he was putting out. I think people started questioning his behaviors and statements. And then I think it's when he did the interview with I think it was with Fox. I think that's when people really started going and being like, okay, this kid, his statements, X, Y, and Z, and people started being suspicious. I think that's where it all stemmed from, but that's just my opinion. I don't think I think it continued and stuff after when Adventures with Purpose came out, but prior to that, people were already thinking Jagger had something to do with it. Like, let's be real, people were thinking it. Again, this man claimed in a YouTube video that we've all seen to have helped Kiely in her vehicle and described her being with a teen who fitted Jagger's description after he appeared on the local news. Now, again, he's talking about the roadside assistant. He alleged he couldn't remember that day he helped the couple, but claimed it may have been the morning after she was last seen alive on the party near Truckee. And again, he did state that I think it was Jared said when he did the interview with Zav after that aired, he stated that this roadside assistant's girlfriend said, no, it was Saturday. She remembers it was Saturday because Nick had called, Nick is the roadside assistant's name. He called her because it was so strange, he said, and she remembers the day because it was her dad's birthday. So she's saying it was that Saturday. Now, the witness does not disclose what company he provided roadside assistance for, and his claims have never been verified. And again, from law enforcement, nothing's been verified. Either this was nothing, or if it is something, they have not told us. Now, the U.S. Sun can now confirm Jagger, 18 years old, has voluntarily spoke with law enforcement and provided proof of his movements during the time Kiely disappeared. Now this next information is coming from a source, okay, not law enforcement. So it says a source exclusively said Jagger was in Napa Valley until 8 a.m. on Saturday. He didn't get back to Truckee until noon and then joined the search to look for Kiely. Now, this is, like I said before, that's something that I spoke a lot to with Kiely. I spoke a lot to Carly about. And, you know, I was like, okay, it's interesting that he says that he was in Napa at 8 a.m. until 8 a.m. So at 8 a.m. you bounce, you leave, you're headed out to Truckee to look for Kiely. Like, why so quick? It just, the time just doesn't make sense to me. The 8 a.m. thing throws me off because her mom just woke up at 8 a.m. She says she woke up at 8 a.m., looked outside for her car, you know, looked for her. I'm assuming called her, right? And then she says she called one of her good friends. Is this one good friend happen to be Jagger? I would think as a mom with a 17-year-old myself, if my daughter went to a party, I would call that person she went to the party with, which we know was Mag. So I assume she called Mags first. That's who I would assume. So I don't know. It's just interesting that at 8 a.m. he's already headed out because it would take him 4 hours, and it makes sense. 8 a.m., noon, that's what, 4 hours. So I don't know. What did allegedly say? Let me see. Allegedly, what did you say? There you are, Boo. Boo looks disappointed. Boo sheet with that little face. Hold on, Boo. Hold on. I want to see what allegedly. I'm going. Okay. Is this the comment? Okay. To leave my side on my personal theory, I'm going to help out the other side. Just because Jagger wasn't at the party doesn't mean he didn't go to Kiely the next day and hurt her and dump her. But you don't. Oh, okay. So you don't think that, though, Scott. And I agree. I agree with you because when you look at the map too, again, we don't know his exact location, but if you just look up, if you just go to Google Maps yourself, I think it's less than 4 hours to get there. Hold on. Google Maps. I never was really suspicious of Jagger, to be honest with you guys. I just, you know, Jagger came across to me personally as a guy who, and ladies, you know what I'm going to say, and guys, you probably will know what I'm coming from with this, but sometimes you break up with someone and they just can't let you go, you know, and they still want to be your friend, and you don't really want to be friends with them, but you kind of do it out of like pity for them because you don't want to be mean and hurt their feelings. So you still keep them around, but you really don't want to. I kind of feel like that's the vibe I got with Jagger. Like Kiely wanted to be young and be single and live the single life, you know, and then Jagger probably still wanted to be with her. I mean, he said he had, you know, text her complaining about his day, and then she didn't reply back until what, like at 10 at night, 10 something at night, saying like, oh, I'm sorry you're going through that, or sorry to hear that, or something. So it just, I don't know. I got the vibe where he just came across as a guy that just couldn't let go. You know what I mean? But again, if you're still in love with someone, you can't let them go. Jealousy can come into play, and jealousy can make you do something. So did he drive out there because he was jealous? She wasn't replying. I don't know. But let me see. So Napa Valley. I mean, yeah, Napa, right? He's from Napa Valley. Let's see. And we'll go just to Truckee. Let's see, directions to... We'll go to the Prosser Family Campground. What's the distance in that? Well, right now, just from Napa Valley to Prosser Family Campground, it's like 2 hours and 53 minutes. Again, we don't know his exact location. Hey, Nicole. Well, him also saying he told her not to do anything stupid. Just, I don't know. You make a good point. You make a good point. They could lie to us to not spook anybody. You can definitely be right. Not to spook them. Oh my God. Okay, Valerie. Valerie wants me to read her comment. This one, We are on the same page. Read my comment a little above. Oh, okay, hold on. I think it's this one, right? I don't think he hurt her, but possibly knows what happened to her. And if she OD'd and they panicked, he would go there. But do you think if he loved her, you think he would help cover that up if he wasn't physically there and had nothing to do with it? I don't see that kid covering that up. I don't. If he was the ex and he still loved her and wanted to be with her, and then he finds out that she OD'd, I don't think he would help cover that up, in my opinion. That just wouldn't make sense to me. Unless he had a hand in it, then yeah, help cover it up. But if he didn't have a hand in it, why are you going to cover up? This is the person that you loved, that you couldn't let go, it seemed like. Jagger's alibi would be for the party, not the after party. Yeah. Well, let me continue. Okay, so again, it's this source is saying to the Sun that Jagger was misquoted in an article saying he was at the party with Kiely. He was never there. He now doesn't want to talk publicly, he says. He's still posting on his stuff. So yeah. Now, it says he has proof of him not being in the area and has spoken with police and the FBI and given them the information. Now, Jagger has time and location stamps the night of the party and into the next day. The police are not interested in him. Again, this is coming from the source. He is not a part of the investigation. Now, he has time and location stamps, they're saying, the night of the party and into the next day. The police are not interested in him. Now, Jagger did, let me see, say this comment. Let me see if I have it. Right here. Hold on. Stop camera, because I look crazy on camera. All right, let me show you guys this. So Jagger did say this. Okay, yeah. Let me share this with you. And I'm wondering if possibly this is what was provided to LE. Possibly. I don't know. Is it blurry on your end? It might be trying to load, but and this is what I included in my video. Someone said, I just saw a picture of you at the party. Were you there? Just curious. Praying she's brought home safe. Now, Jagger's response is, yeah, you're tripping, LOL. I was 4 hours away at my own party, he says. So I'm wondering if the night of he was at this party and, he has photos, which would have, metadata, time and all that for it, location for it. So I'm wondering if that's possibly what he showed to law enforcement and that's why the article says that Jagger has time and location stamps the night of the party. But what about after the party? So let's say after 2 a.m., where are you? After 2 a.m., after 1 a.m., where are you? After, during the party at 10 p.m., did he have 10 p.m., 11 p.m., like what? I don't know. Let me go back to the comments on it. Not to be mean. I didn't see what you said before. Not to be mean. Yeah, it shows like a 3-hour drive. Again, I'm basing that off of Bella, just Napa Valley. I don't know his exact, where exactly he is in there. But based off, you can just Google it yourself. From Napa Valley to Prosser, it's a 3-hour drive. And again, that's right now. I don't know if it'd be different, a little bit different later on with hours or traffic or anything like that. That's another thing I always was, I thought was pretty interesting. So it was Jagger and Kate that went and did their own little search? Zoot says, he seems to have lots of girlfriends, not hung up, but deeper than many young men can express themselves. Yeah, and he's young. He's 18 years old. I mean, isn't that when you should be like experiencing like, you know, life and women? Hey, Roman, what is up? Roman says he's totally lying. I think the panic set in, and I'm thinking you're talking about my comment earlier. I think panic because something was given to Kiely. And I don't think Kiely was aware it was either laced or spiked, but I think the person who gave it to her knew exactly what they were giving her. I don't know, Stacy. I don't know if, because we know law enforcement can ask them if they would allow them to download their phones. We know they can, you know, a person can, you know, volunteer it and give law enforcement that information. But if they say no, then law enforcement would then need to go get a warrant for it. And I don't know if you know, it seems like it would make sense if Jagger was like, yeah, look, I was here at a party. Look at, I have photos. Look at the timestamps, blah, blah, blah. But then I also would like to know, you know, what the communication after that 10:30 mark was really like with Kiely. And as for Sam, I don't know. Based off what we've seen, I really don't think Sam was really looked into, to be honest. I don't know. I know she was questioned, but right now we're just speculating on what law enforcement actually got. Hey, Matthew. Roman, you're funny. Zoot says, the beginning I thought Reno search was to check trap houses. Why, is there a lot out there in Reno? Interesting. I think Sammy's parents' whereabouts should be looked at the night of the party and Saturday. The article does continue to say that the insider added, so the source added that Jagger doesn't understand the hate and has to limit comments on social media as he continues to face unrelenting abuse from trolls linking him to Kiely's death. It says it's a lot for him to deal with as a young teen. Everyone close to him knows he wasn't involved and he's trying to laugh it off, but it's tough as he is also grieving, they said. He gets direct messages, comments, and tags, texts, calls, and emails all the time, accusations, death threats, and people telling him to take his own life about everything you can think of. And like I said in the beginning, if you are a grown-ass adult and you are telling this 18-year-old to unalive himself, or you are sending death threats, you are too invested in this case and you obviously need some help, because I don't agree with any of that. Like sending death threats, that's fucking ridiculous. Like, knock at that shit off. I don't got time for that. We can all speculate and theorize here, but one thing I never do is I'll never go and like, I'll never threaten someone over shit or harass someone. I that's not my jam. Let's see. It says that the source says Kiely and Jagger had split some time ago, but remained close and still regularly went on dates, it says, in the weeks leading up to her tragic disappearance on August 6th. And then we hear that Jagger allegedly was hooking up with Kate. I mean, do you guys believe that? Wow. When I was seeing that, I was like, wow. And I know people are like, does it really matter who he's hooking up with? I get the point of that, but I also get the point of here he is claiming, you know, he's his love of his life and all of this stuff. And then he's like hooking up with Kate. Like, okay. It's like Sam. Oh, we're like really close, but yet we find out, no, you guys weren't. Now, asked about the autopsy report, it says law enforcement provided a statement to the Sun that read, the Nevada County Sheriff's Office does have possession of the records responsive to your request. It should be noted, however, that the investigation is not complete and is considered ongoing at this time. Again, once the investigation is complete, the release will be pursuant to all privileges and or exemptions that may apply. And basically that means they will redact a lot of the shit in what ends up being released to us. And it says we expect the investigation review and redaction process to be complete by November 1st. And I honestly think that's when we're going to learn about the results. I don't think law enforcement is going to give it to us any sooner, you guys. And I hate to burst anyone's bubble. I really don't. We're going to be waiting quite some time. Right on, Delana. I mean, she's my mod for a reason. She says, well, the Sun says Jagger is cleared. And law enforcement said Prosser was cleared too, which was in fact not true. Just saying. Girl, you're right. Got to give it to her on that one. That is true. All right, the bum. What are you going to say? I know everybody's like, what the bum? We all wait for him to answer. You're giving a link to the truth. Well, you can't post links in the chat, so you'd have to email it me. YouTube won't allow it. Can't you just tell us? That's like saying I got a secret for you. No, I got a secret. And then you're like, what? And you're like, oh, I can't tell you. Or guess what would happen? What? Oh, I can't tell you. You can't do that to us. So just put it in chat real quick. Hi, Awen Flo. Thank you. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you like true crime without the drama, hit subscribe. Oh, does he really? Oh, no. Let me see. You said, is it on Instagram, Valerie? Let me go and check it out. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. I kind of feel bad for Jagger, to be honest with you guys. And I know people are going to be like, oh, my God. I do kind of in a way. Hold on. Let me search his name. Jagger. Is it on his stories, Valerie? Hold on. Let me share this with you guys. Okay, hold on. Okay. Did he spill the tea yet, or he hasn't spilled it? Is he still waiting for us to try not to type out the S word in chat? Put unliving, because YouTube is really hitting me lately with demonetizing like my videos. I'm getting copyright strikes from freaking news stations. I'm losing the appeal on it. It's like, dude, it's fair use, dude. What the freak? So I'm trying to be very careful what I say. Stacy, chat away. Roman says, let me have a one-on-one with Jagger. I get the truth out of him. Oh, stop it, Roman. Roman, where are you from? Roman, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with this 18-year-old? Is it in the stories? It has to be. Okay, let me hit this. Hold on. this right here? How do you stop it though? Can I stop this? Never forget when he said this about Rihanna. That's Kevin Gates. Got some of the most ludicrous interview. Men have it so easy. So right here, one women or more depressed. Hold on. How do you slow this down? Oh wait. Oh, okay. So how do I go back? Valerie, help me. How do I do this? Okay. So can you guys see that? Yeah. So it says men have it so easy. 1 every 14.4 minutes. Women are more depressed. 77% of S unliving. Men don't get R. 8,340, 400 say otherwise. Men aren't depressed. Oh shit. Was that it? Hold on. Let me let this flow. Hold on. And I mean, in all reality, you guys, we don't know this kid. And oh, that's all of it. Okay. Crazy. I don't understand as people complain they are being harassed but continue. I was thinking the same thing, Stacey, that he wants people to like leave him alone and stuff like that, but then he's constantly posting again though. He's freaking 18 years old. I know he's an adult, but he's 18. I guess I see it, I don't know, maybe because I have a 17-year-old. So they're so immature still, so immature. Okay, did what's his name ever tell us? Who was supposed to tell us? The bum. Did you go? So go flick your bean if you don't want to look. Go flick your bean. Oh my God, the bum. Like, what does that even mean? Go flick your bean. Are you talking to me? Oakland. Are you a Raiders fan? Hey, UFC Frog. What's up? These chicks are crazy. What chicks? My chicks in chat? We're all a little crazy. Stop. Even guys, stop it. Oh, you're a 49ers fan. I know we don't speak in code here. I mean, unless it's like those keywords like, unliving and stuff like that. We have to watch what we say, but just put it out what you're saying, the bum. Come on. Did you email me something? Do you want me to open it? I will open it right now. Oh, so you want us to go to your channel? Why don't you just tell me that? He says I got. What's your channel, the bum? We'll take a look at it. I mean, Delana, my name is Crazy Crime Chick, so that should tell you something. And I am Latina, so I guess I am a little crazy. Proud of it. He says, I'm crazy. You don't want to be like me. We all can be a little crazy. It's called the bum. All right, hold on. Let me check this out. Let's see what he's saying, you guys. The bum. Hold on. What's your actual name? It's not finding you, dude. It's showing a bunch of asses. Yeah, you're gonna have to send me the link. Yeah, so I don't know. Which, that was too much ahead. Allegedly, I can't. Age is a number. You want to act and do grown up stuff, then you will be treated like a grown up, no exception. I know, and you're right, but I guess I just see him as a kid. I do. I see him as a kid. You have to filter by the channel name. Hold on. Filter channel. You have 3 videos or 16 videos or 1? Which one are you? How many videos do you have up? You're right, but I think I'm coming off as the mom in me. Totally am. I just need to know, because there's a couple of them. How many videos do you have up? And I can know which one is you. Oh, it's the same one you have there? Okay, hold on. I don't see that one. Hold on. God, there's a lot of people with this name. Someone's called Thumb in the Bum. What the fuck? I don't see you. Believe it or not, there's like tons of channel with your name. Oh, no, that's not you. How about this? How about you just email me? I don't see your name. Email me your link. Can one of my mods drop the link? My email link, please, real quick for me. I don't see you on here. And I'm going through all of them. Yeah, I don't see you. Look at, you guys can hear my mouse. I'm literally. Oh my gosh. I'm not, well, fine then. We won't watch it. I can't find it. I'm a criminal. Oh my gosh. UFC Frog, I don't think YouTube will allow you to drop a link in the chat. Only mods can. Do you have his channel link? You can email it to me because he doesn't want to email me. Oh, this one. Okay. Are you talking about this allegedly? I got you. Thank you. Yeah, I won't let you. Yeah, I won't let you post it in my chat. YouTube don't allow people to post links. Only mods can do that. But you can easily just email it to me. It takes a second. You found it, Insta? What the fuck? Why don't I see it? Can someone email me his frickin' channel? Hello. Soup says, I see them fending for themselves and poorly informed by hands-off adults. Not enough coding early in influential times. Just trails lost people responsibility for their youth, like driving. I know, Carly. Roman, you're funny. All right, you guys. Well, I don't know the bum. I can't get it, and yeah, so I'll have to check it out. But I'm gonna wrap up this live stream. We'll definitely do another live stream with this case soon. And like I said earlier, I'm back to going live and stuff, and looking at the case and stuff. So we'll go live. Just make sure you guys hit all notifications, all of that. I'll look for it again, the bum, but I don't want to waste everybody's time while I'm just searching for it. And we've been live already for quite some time with this, so I will check it out though. And you're a criminal. What crimes have you done? I feel like you're being SS. I know UFC, but I can't find his channel. And he refuses to email it, so I'm not going to waste everybody's time with it. Can you guys thank my mods? So once again, I want to thank you guys for being here with me. Let me know if the next live stream you guys want to do an open panel, get a discussion going with this case. I really want to do a theories discussion here. I want to see what everyone's theories are. Do you think it's going to come out, accident? Do you think this is going to come out as foul play, accident, foul play? What are your thoughts? Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get anything until the 1st or even later. That's November. So what do you guys think? Everyone's finding the bum, but I can't find him. And thank you to the people that just became members. Thank you guys for being here. And on the next live stream, I'll check it out. I'll look and see if I can find it, Stacy, and then we'll just have a discussion, a viewers discussion topic. I'll let you guys pick we'll talk about Kiely Rodni's case, but you guys can bring up what you want to talk about. We'll do that. I know you guys like when I do that. It is interesting when I do that because sometimes you guys bring up stuff. I'm like, what? You emailed me? Let me see. Let me go to my emails. Hold on. Frog, you emailed me, right? I think Frog said he emailed me. Frog, that's coming from you, right? Hold on. Inbox. Is your name with a K? No, that's not you. Let me refresh. I'm not seeing it yet. Okay, I just refreshed it. It didn't come in. All right, I will look at it. I'll wait for it to come through, and then I think I'll be live tomorrow, and then we can discuss it. If that's what you guys want to discuss, we can discuss it. Check. It was sent in my sense. I'm not seeing it on my end. Let me refresh one more time. Hold on. Spam. Let's see. Spam. Spam I am. Where are you, spam? Hold on. I'm going to go to my spam folder. No, you're not in spam. All right, you guys. Well, I'll check it out. And Insta says it's a good video, so now I'm curious to see it. So I'll keep it up for my email, and once it comes through, I'll check it out, and then we will discuss it. But again, thank you guys for being here with me. Make sure you guys hit that like button on your way out, or dislike. It doesn't hurt my feelings, to be honest with you. And if you enjoy my content, if you want to stick around or you come back regularly, just hit subscribe if you like. And until the very next one, you guys make sure to give it up for my moderators. Give it up for my moderators. And Delana, I'll look at what you just sent me in a second. And until the next live stream, thank you guys for being here, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.